Oh, yeah. It's my favorite day of the week. It's Sunday, and I woke up on the right side of the grass. I get to spend some time with some good people, and Robert, who's playing with his computer right now. Oh, I absolutely love this. So, what we're going to be talking about tonight is we're going to be talking about YouTube. Not just are we uploading videos, because of course you know we are. All of us are content creators. So putting out videos for the good people to watch, that's what we do. Hey, Jonathan, it's great to have you here. Thanks for showing up. We appreciate you, buddy. We're going to be playing some games. So we're going to be doing both the word association and we're going to be doing the old pictures. Howie Z said he can see your brain, Antonio.
Nice.
I can't see the chat. I'm not even on YouTube.
Oh, okay. All right, no worries. Millis Construction, how are you? You know what? You and I, we got to get together, figure out a way of getting you onto this stream because your content is awesome, dude. We need to get you here to talk about some of this stuff. Hotmail, always a pleasure. Great to have you here. So it's strategies for YouTube. It's growth. It's how we present our videos to you folks. And I have some different ideas. I have some holy cow ideas, I think, and I want to get your feedback. So, and I mean you, as in the people watching this video. The most important people here are you all. And I hope that when you watch my videos, and I think I speak for all of us, I hope that when you watch our videos, you guys understand that we truly do appreciate each and every one of you spending time here. Oh, Antonio, Howie Z said he was looking up your nose.
That's probably because I was looking at the computer.
It's all good, buddy. So, with that, who would like to start talking about their channel? Just give us like a brief little idea of what your channel is and what you do. So, who wants to start?
Yeah, I guess I'll go ahead.
All right. Let me just put you on solo. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Robert,
so
you're on.
this channel is pretty much going to help you make the best decisions, whether that's tools, whether it's, joining a trade, whatever it might be. There's minimal bias. Everyone's got their bias, but as far as what, if the tool does what the tool can do, I'm just going to show you what it can do. I'm not, necessarily recommending something to go buy. I'm just showing you what the tool is capable of. You guys make your own decision based on the data that I've given you.
Like it. All right, Antonio, tell them who you are and what you do.
Everybody on here calls me ACM. I do videos on automotive repair, automotive videos in general, and tools. And I don't normally recommend anything on my channel. I just give you my opinion of what I think of the items, or whether it's car parts or tools. I give you my opinion, and I let you guys make the decision based off of that. And I do computers every once in a while.
And then there's me. I am Robert. This is my channel that you're on, Tools with Souls. Hey, Denny. Denny's in the chat, and I sent him the link already. I don't know why he's not here. But so what I do is I compare tools of various brands against one another to see which one provides you with the best value. And for me, value is where power, performance, and price meet to, in general, make your buying decision, I hope, a little easier. Plus, I have a whole lot of fun with it. And if you've seen my Souls 316 video, you know I am here to have fun. And that's the name of the game, is just letting other people who are watching know that we enjoy doing this sort of thing. So, Tool Nerd, great to have you here. Thanks for showing up. Appreciate you, buddy. Tool Nerd, a member of Deal Team 6, along with Tools, Deals, and Automobiles, which is Denny. Look at how he's hanging out too. So, all right. Now, Robert and I have been talking for a couple of weeks about his channel. And I know it can be confusing if I refer to him as Robert, but he's the weird looking guy in the middle. So we've been talking to back and forth about his channel for a couple of weeks. And much to his credit, I have seen a tremendous increase in both the quality of his content and his videos. So, Robert, what do you attribute your newfound philosophy on your YouTube videos?
I mean, you should probably start taking, money for your services. Yeah, really, really good advice. Pretty much, everyone knows it's kind of like, you try to teach your kid how to do something, but then you pay a coach to do it, and then, they're saying exactly what you said, but then they're going ahead and doing whatever the coach said. It's kind of like that, you just get a second opinion, and then you do it because someone else told you to do it. You know what you got to do, but you need to hear it twice,
Right.
So it's, but you're there was a lot of stuff that you mentioned that I never even thought of. But then there's a lot of it I just needed to do it. But yeah, it's improved drastically. Even on my own channel, out of my own subscribers, out of 300, you always get a percentage that is never going to return for whatever reason. And about 25 people out of 100 of my loyal subscribers that were returning were watching my content. And now I'm back up to about 100 in about 2 weeks. So it's gotten better. I'm in a weird category, so I'm hard to base any data off of. Currently, my subscribers can only view my content.
I know you've said that, and we've talked about it off and on over the last few weeks. And when you're getting more views than, especially, so one of the tips that's all I gave him. I didn't give him advice. I didn't say do this, do that. I've only said, try giving you tips, right? One of the
Right.
tips I gave him was to do more YouTube shorts. The reason I said to do more YouTube shorts, there's not as many guys, especially in our world, which is the tool world, that are doing shorts, which means you get more eyes on your product, on your channel. And I think anybody in this tool world, literally everyone, should be doing shorts because it's a valuable asset to be in a space where not very many people are competing with you. You know what? I just figured out why my internet sucks. I'll be right back, guys. Talk amongst yourself for a second. Robert, just tell them how the YouTube Shorts have worked out for you, and tell them about some of the other changes that you made.
Yeah. So the first change that I made, thanks to Tools with Souls here, was to zoom in on what I was doing. I was so far away from whatever whatever video I had. It was far away, and partially it's definitely my fault to start with. But I started off with a horrible camera that was 4K, but if you got too close, it got pixelated pretty quickly. So the further away you were with this camera, the better off it was. Well, then I switched to this GoPro here. Really, really nice setup here. And the thing with it is that, one, you got better audio going on. So we got better audio for you guys. but also the GoPro, you can get like 3 inches away from whatever you're showing, and it's still crystal clear. So just moving the camera closer, and even there's some footage that I re-edited, kind of recycled some footage, and lighting, things like that. It's gone a long way just getting closer to what I've been shooting.
I like it. I've watched your content now for the last few weeks, and I have to tell you, there's a market, uh, sorry, a marketable improvement in in the quality of what you're putting out. And all kudos in the world go to you. You've done a tremendous job over the last few weeks. And now, here's the kicker: when you go back and watch your old content, what are you
It's so
thinking?
bad. It's so bad. I mean, I've been not deleting. I've been like I said, I've been recycling a bunch of stuff. So a lot of my content was, what I could zoom in, I could zoom in on, but what I could cut out, like me rambling. I mean, I've taken 20-minute videos and made them 6-minute videos,
Right.
and it's just the retention is like 66%. I mean, I went from 3%, for to 66. So it's a lot easier to watch. It's more fun to watch. It gets straight to the point. It satisfies what you want to see, and then it goes on to the next thing. So you're not waiting for me to show you the next thing. It's like, here it is, here it is, here it is. It's just a lot better.
Yeah. Now, Antonio, you have been doing YouTube longer than all of us. And when I say all of us, I mean all of the guys that are in uh, kind of the group. So you've been doing it longer than Suburban Beard, Ed the Old Tech Guy, uh, Joe the Tool Guy, and Philly Fix. You've been doing it the longest,
Mm.
right? Now, with it, and you make your content months in advance. So kind of walk me through your strategy of putting things or making videos so far out, and what you're hoping or what you see as working for you.
So originally, I wasn't actually making footage in advance. I was just making footage, but it was getting too hard to balance life, work, running businesses, and doing content. So what I decided to do is every time I pick up a bulk amount of tools or whatever, I would shoot that day. I would shoot a bunch of videos of each item I picked up, or I'd shoot an entire haul video, and then I would, after the haul video, I would shoot another video similar, um, with all the same items in the last video, but I would talk more in depth about those items. And I realized between running businesses, it wasn't working out because I've got kids, wife, businesses, and YouTube. So it was easier for me to take that content. I make 30 videos a month or 60 videos a month, whatever it happened to be that month. And then I started scheduling those videos to just show up every week originally. And then I started, because I was making so much content, I started posting them or scheduling them for every day. And then what that allowed me to do is I can make 100 videos, or 120 videos in 3 or so months. And because I had already scheduled like 3 months worth of content, it gave me a break from YouTube. It allowed me to go spend time with my family, be more productive with service calls, and I didn't have to worry about immediately coming home and editing a video and then uploading a video. So it was more or less, it progressed from, I didn't have enough time in the day to, what, now I have 6 month break or 5 month break or whatever from YouTube. And that allowed me to spend my time, if I was on YouTube, spend my time watching people's videos and not sitting there editing hours on end.
All right. Well, that's fair enough. So now I take the opposite approach. If I shoot a video, it gets uploaded. like I shoot it, I edit it, and I upload it. Now, the editing process might take me 2 or 3 days. That's the kind of the hidden truth behind YouTube that not many people know. So, whereas you guys are seeing a 5-minute video and it looks easy, well, I might have 2 hours of footage that went into that 5-minute video, and I just kept cutting it down to make it run smoother, to make it look better, so that when people watch it, they go, well, maybe this guy isn't such an idiot and maybe he knows exactly what's going on. Now, a lot of the things that go into that are, they're actually things that I don't do. So I should have a better camera. I use my phone for most of my videos now. And the reason I do that is because it's got a 4K. Actually, my phone has an 8K feature, which is even more advanced than YouTube has it. So I use my cell phone. As you can see, look, for the live stream here, I am using a $5 headset with a mic because I wanted to get the mic close to my mouth, and I hope you guys can hear pretty good quality when I'm speaking, right? But normally I use a lapel mic when I'm shooting, something that's out of the way. I run it under my shirt or whatever, so that when I am using tools, I don't have the cord from the transponder hitting stuff. I enjoy the process of making videos, but the reason I do it is so that when people are watching, when they're doing it, maybe they won't buy an overpriced tool when they don't need to buy an overpriced tool. So if you're in the Milwaukee brand, and I think everyone here, at least all three of us, we all love Milwaukee. We all think it's great. Um, that's a good idea. But if you're a homeowner and you're not making money with them, it doesn't matter if you have Milwaukee or you have Ryobi. Well, maybe it matters if you have Ryobi because I'm not going to say anything nice about them. I don't like them. But, maybe a Cobalt or a Rigid or a Metabo, which there's great sales on, or Craftsman. Maybe one of those brands would make a better choice. So and it comes down to when we're doing the videos, and like me, when I do the comparison videos and I time it, it's to show you that typically there's only 2 to 3 seconds difference between that professional grade tool and that tool that's, $80 less.
Right.
Now, if you're a pro, a professional grade tool makes sense. If you're, because, it's the speed, it's how fast you can turn things around. If
Especially
you're,
warranty wise.
absolutely. Um, if you're a homeowner, it doesn't make sense other than to go, look, I'm keeping up with the Joneses down the street because they've got
Right.
this, and it doesn't. To me, if you're trying to keep up with the Joneses, it probably means you're bad with your money.
And the other aspect would be that a normal homeowner is not going to ever use that 5-year warranty that Milwaukee offers, because by the time they have enough time into that tool and it breaks down, they're 10 years down the road by the time it breaks.
Right.
But
I think it might actually be the opposite. I've never used a warranty, since 2007. Running tools hard. You can't. You go buy another one and you forget about it because by the time that tool breaks, it's 2 years later, something new is out. It's like the new iPhone. I mean,
Right.
it really is. I've never ever actually used a warranty, so that Flex being a lifetime warranty, now that I'm not as active in, I still do a lot of side jobs and stuff, but I don't turn tools every day, and I'm not abusing them every day. I know what's good. I know what's not based on just the years of just turning tools in general. But for me, it's never been about what the tool can do. It's about what the battery can do. And a lot of people lose sight of that. The value is the battery. Milwaukee's got it, Makita doesn't. And it's that simple. Makita has everything else, but if you don't have a good battery, if you're in construction, is this too loud or is this clear?
You're a
No, you're
little
fine.
close to the mic. ACM Chef Shade Tree said hello, and I have one.
Hey, Scott.
So tools guys like today. He asked what phone do I use, and I use the Samsung S21 Ultra. There you go. And I
There you
love
go.
this thing, by the way. The camera, everything on it's fantastic. All right, so continue, Robert. I'm sorry I interrupted you.
No, well, I kind of interrupted myself. I didn't want to be, yelling at anybody. Is that better?
Yeah. Now, see, there's one thing,
I can do
Robert.
that.
Yeah, you're good. There's one thing that you and I talked about when it comes to warranty, because guys in the chat are bringing up warranty. And what I say about it is, when I was on the job site, we had a thing called and I'll keep it clean for in case anybody has kids in the room. We called it the F it bucket. um,
Right.
right? Which is, you just took a broken tool, you threw it in a bucket on the back of a van or a truck or whatever. And then the new guy, the one that was the least productive person that you just needed to get out of your hair for a few hours, when the bucket got full, you sent him to Home Depot to do the warranty stuff. And because if he's gone, it doesn't matter, right? So that's what we used to do. So for me, warranty never took like, I never paid any attention to it. Power Stroke Jude, yeah, Ed's supposed to be on. He's probably just getting settled in, doing whatever. At least he said he was going to try to be on. I don't know if he will be. But so for me, warranty never took part of it. It wasn't until I became a professional homeowner, as Wranglestar likes to say.
Oh, Lord.
It's not until I became a professional homeowner,
Oh,
after I retired, where warranty really took part of it. It took. Makita has what you need, Robert. If Makita had what I needed, I'd be a woman. Um, I just,
oh
they're not
man.
for me. I'm just going to say that. But when I became, then it became more important, because I looked at it as something long term, where I wanted to have a tool for 5, 10 years, not where I needed it on the job site. We all know, on the job site, none of your power tools are going to make it 5 years. If they make it a year or 2 years, gravy right there.
You're lucky.
So
Even in the mechanic world, you're lucky if it makes it two years.
so I've still got the Makita. Oh my goodness, not Makita. I've still got the Milwaukee. One of their first fuels was 725 inch-pounds. That I bought in 2013, and I ran it against the 2804, and it didn't do bad. And a lot of people don't realize that when we're pushing these tools to their limit, it's already 50% more work than they're ever going to do in their life. Like driving a 5/8 lag is like, I mean, just stupid. I mean, the fact that you can do that drill has more power than anybody can ever possibly use. So when
Right.
something's 1 second less, 1 second this one, it doesn't matter. Back to the whole thing about the batteries, right? When I had my Kita back from
Thank you,
2008
Ted.
until
And thank you, Shaka, for
2000.
that $2. And Power Stroke Jude, thank you for your super chat. Apologize to you. I want to say it earlier, and I got sidetracked. My fault.
No, you're good. So whenever I switched to Milwaukee, I had 10 Makita batteries, and that's what you had to have, because you're not charging batteries on a job site. You charge a battery on the job site, it's gone. I mean, you cannot stop to charge a battery. That's one of the first thing I mentioned when I had that flex charger was like, well, you won't be charging this on the job site. Someone's going to hear the fan from a mile away and come get your battery. And that's still true. So you use whatever batteries work really well. The Makitas are a good tool. You just got to have 10 batteries. You go through about 4 or 5 batteries on a day of running pipe.
Yeah, it's because they never
Whereas
changed their battery amp hour.
no, they didn't, and they didn't change really anything about it. They kept the same for a long time. Did what DeWalt did in 2002,
Right.
where DeWalt kept with the same NiCad, and then Makita took the place with the first lithium ion, and then DeWalt kept selling NiCad trash for quite some time, and the rep still kept pushing it out. So that's where they got their bad name. And then Milwaukee swooped in. Milwaukee had a good battery, and I can tell you, whenever I switched from Makita to Milwaukee, I only ever needed 5 batteries total. So it's all about the batteries.
Right. And that's what, like, for me, when I talk about the batteries, for me, when DeWalt announced they were going to do that power stack battery stuff, whatever they call it, for me, I was immediately on board. I'm like, that's the future. That's the way it's going to be. Yes, he does, by the way. Yes, he does. Um, for me, looking at the batteries, Makita has not kept up.
It's because Makita sticks to their 18-volt, 36-volt. Even the new ones,
What's going
40
on right
volt,
now?
80 volts, the same thing.
So Shaka Gillis says, I would use Makita, but I'm straight. I'm right there with you, buddy. And little hands, Robert can use 3 Makita drills at once.
At once, yeah.
You know that what's funny is I can actually, by the handle, I can grab 3 different Makita tools with one hand.
I actually believe that. I usually, if I'm picking up at the end of the day, I mean, I've got 6 tools in one hand anyway, just trying to pick them all up.
Yeah.
But you can pull all the triggers at the same time. See, that's the difference.
Actually, I probably could. I've never
Yeah.
tried, but I probably could. I do have some large hands. What's funny is, and until I started doing YouTube, I never thought of it. And then I would see guys that are having to use their thumb on the trigger, and I'm just like, for what? Just like, I never thought of it until I saw people using their thumb. I was just like, how little are you?
All right, I'm gonna try to adjust this one more time. This isn't working out.
All right, go adjust yourself. You all jealous? Makita's one of the best. All you want to do is knock down the king. Man, the king has been wearing no clothes for like 10 years. They haven't been the king since 2012, dude. I don't. You go to the job site, you might see the one new guy using Makita, and that's because he got him his hand down from his granddad. Poor Ed, defending Makita's honor like I insulted his sister, his favorite sister. Anyway, so yeah,
Take that, Tom.
there's a side of Robert we didn't want to see. Um, anyway,
Oh,
so
my
when we're
goodness.
talking about YouTube strategies, I think shorts. Yes, the king of the clown or the clown. I think it's the clown. Burger King. That's about the only one they're king of. And yes, I agree. Who the person that's talking about the new healthy stuff? Is it a Snap-on killer? That remains to be seen. Snap-on, Matco, uh, all those are designed for professionals in the automotive trade. I don't know that Hilti would qualify as something in the automotive trade, at least not to me. Antonio, what do you think?
Snap-on is 10 years behind everybody on everything, especially electronic wise. Their tablets, their impacts. There's a lot of things that can bypass Snap-on in a heartbeat. I wouldn't classify Hilti even close to Snap-on. Hilti is for construction workers, and that's what they're labeled as, and that's what they're marketed as. That's kind of a subject that would be an argument, basically, because Power Stroke Jude He's obsessed with Snap-on. I use whatever works. If I happen to buy Snap-on that day and that's what I'm using, that's what I'm using. Whatever gets the job done is what, in my opinion, is the tool you should be using. You know,
Right.
you can have 80 different brands, and whichever one breaks the bolt loose is the one that gets the job done.
Right. No, I agree with you. For me, as I have always said, my favorite tool is the one I have in my hand that can get the job done when I need it done.
Yeah.
But that was, that should hold true for everyone. I don't care what color tool brand you're in, or really what walk of life you're in. The most, probably your most underused tool is the one between your ears,
Right.
and grabbing the wrong tool to begin with. And like I've seen big channels, and I'm not calling out anybody because I'm jealous of them all. I wish I was the size of some of those bigger channels. But for me, I watch them, and most of the time I'm going to myself. I'm like, you really don't know what you're doing if you're doing it that way. When you're pushing on an auger bit that's a self-feeding auger bit, well, then you're
Right.
probably an idiot, right? You just don't know how to use them. But I don't say it, like I don't leave comments because I don't want people to get all, bad enough. I got people sending me emails that they're going to kick my butt because I said something about that one of their favorite YouTubers, which I didn't even say anything about anybody, but they took it as me saying it about them. And I tell them all the same thing. My home address is in my About Me section. It's right next to my phone number. I'm not really hard to find. I ain't hiding from anybody, but they take it like it's personal. So a lot of the stuff that people do here, like a lot of so if you feature a tool brand in a video or whatever, and that tool brand loses, doesn't matter who it is. All of them have fanboys. People get
Right.
upset and they want to tell you what kind of a jerk you are. And I go
I
like,
agree with BW.
See, I already know what kind of jerk I am, though, so
that's true. We all
I don't
do.
need anyone to tell me.
I do think that Milwaukee is a good brand to get into if you're, say you're a homeowner, because they have everything from plumbing to electrical to automotive to, drywall. So, and most brands have that selection. DeWalt.
Right. Yeah. BW, you are correct. The one that works for you, the one that you can afford. I agree with you 100%. I don't think anybody should go into a huge debt. Now, you shouldn't go into a huge debt, but if you're making money with your tools, that's an investment. That's a different conversation. We've had that conversation in the past. Ed gets, you know what happens, and I'll tell you this because Ed likes to make fun of me for liking rigid. Well, when you mix red and yellow, you get orange.
Well, the other
Fit-
thing is like
yeah,
also if you go to the store and you're looking to buy a set of tools just to build a trellis or something, you don't need to
right.
spend 10 grand on Hilti.
No, no,
It's not realistic.
no. And so, Daniel, to answer your question, what do I think about rigid in 2022? First of all, I know that they're going to increase their number of offerings in their version of their pack out system. They're already announced several new tools in the subcompact line, and anybody that hasn't used the subcompact line with rigid is really missing out. It's surprising. I've put it up against the Walt. I put it up against Makita. I hope to get it up against Metabo. It's beaten them every single time, and costs less than all of them.
I
Figure
would
that
like to
out.
see that subcompact rigid impact driver. I would like to see that come out with like a mode selector.
Oh, you know what? There's a lot of stuff I'd like to see rigid too, but I don't have the stroke. um, you know, I'm just some guy to them. Denny, Denny, you should be on, dude. I sent you the link. You should be here. Ed, you should be here too. Sockets are awesome. Yeah. So as far as the tool world goes, so here's my idea. This is my holy cow. I was hoping to hold out because I was hoping one or two more of the guys would show up, but it looks like it's just the three of us tonight, and I'm good with that. So here is my what I think is a holy cow idea. I need the people watching. Give me your honest feedback. Tell me what you think, because it's not worth doing if you guys won't get on board. All right. So, and I was just talking to Ed about that a little bit ago. So here it is. I want to be able to live stream on two different channels, right? And that is each channel is doing the live stream, which means each of us have to have two different cameras. All of our power tools, all of our batteries, everything laid out in one presentation, and the people watching on each channel pick what they want that person to use. So it can be a drill, a hammer drill, an impact driver, an impact driver. Doesn't freaking matter. And they go head to head. And here's how the interaction. So not only do the people watching get to pick the tool, right? But you get to, how shall I say it?
Hey, David.
Wager on which tool you think will win. If your tool brand means that much to you, I say put your money where your mouth is. And then at the end of the day, we donate all the monies that are received to charity so that we're not benefiting from it. I'm not suggesting this as a way of making revenue for my channel or whatever. I'm saying we put it out there, each channel, and that's how you do it. So if the channel or if the tool on one channel you think is going to win, you go over to that channel, you put your money there. If you think it's on the other channel, you go to that channel, you put your money there. You guys put your money where your mouth is. If you're that concerned about what people are saying about your tool, prove it. What do you guys say? Is that a good idea? Is that crazy?
I think it's an interesting idea. I can see every channel coming out of the woodwork and talking smack.
Absolutely. And promote the heck out of it during the week, because it'll take a while to get everything going. Renegade's Garage, great to have you here. Love seeing so many good folks here tonight. So what do you guys think? You people watching this, is that something that would pump you up, that would get you going and make you realize that maybe, just maybe, you're not
Nikita.
so close to being behind your tool as you think you are? Power Stroke, is my weekly tool bill considered a charity? No. So there are a couple of charities that I support that I truly enjoy, and the first one is going to be the first is Alzheimer's research, because I have Alzheimer's. The second one that I support and I love is Troopers Toys for Tots, and they take donations all year, not just at Christmas. And I was an underprivileged child, and I like to give back because I was the beneficiary of some of those toys when I was young,
That's
and
pretty
it
cool.
meant the world to me. So those are the two, and of course, you know, women's shelters. Any woman in an abusive relationship, I any money to get her out of that is worth it. So I can't do super chat on my YouTube till I get a lot more subs. Denny, I'll tell you what, if we do it, and now get this, here's how big a jerk I am. I'm not even saying it should be me or any of us every week. Rotate it. Get everyone in the tool community on this to compete against one another and just have fun, because that's what we should be doing. Is we should be having fun as creators. right? But for me, it's like get everybody involved. So Denny, if you want to get involved in doing it or whatever, we'll stream it on my channel. Any money made that night goes to the charity of your choice. How's that sound? What do you guys think? Is it like YouTube? Robert, Antonio, what do you guys think? Is that cool or
No,
I
I think
think
it's
it's an. I
doable.
think it's. Oh, go ahead.
It's doable.
I
But
think it's. I think it's going to be a little harder to do if you want every tool channel on YouTube to do it, because a lot of them are conceited and a lot of them are I don't talk
coward?
to anybody else. I do my own thing, and
Right.
so
Well, that's the thing. Like,
I think it's a stretch. I think it's a stretch getting every channel to do it.
I don't think. First of all, I got to say that I don't think every channel would do it. I think a lot of the smaller channels would jump on it because it's fun. I
Yeah,
think some of the bigger channels might do it. I don't really know. For me, oh, that's it. Denny, you can be on Beards. You can do Beards channel, dude. But for me, it's all about really letting the people that watch go, you know what? I'm interested. I want to see that impact wrench go against that right angle drill to see if it can drive a 6 inch or 4 inch lag faster than an impact wrench. And maybe I don't need the impact wrench other than taking off lug nuts or whatever. Yeah, I just want to like for me, it's just the ability to go across platforms, across tool lines, because no one really has done that yet. If they're going to compare, it's like to like. For me, I
right.
don't care. I even let them pick the battery. What battery do you want to see us use? Right? And,
Yep.
and just to get that feedback, to get the audience to be part of it, because they're why we are here. Juan, nice to have you. Juan, a good member of Deal Team 6. If you're not a member of Deal Team 6, follow him on Instagram, follow him on Facebook.
I'm the other Robert.
Jonathan, that's rigid. Rigid's gonna go.
I'm going home with all the wins.
Talking of stuck up YouTubers, Power Stroke Jude and Ed the old tool guy are in the chat. Ed, Ed, you're here. Get your ass here, buddy. Anybody. I'm like Millis Construction. Hit me up on Instagram. I'll send you the link to be on this right now. I've got the link saved. I'll send it to you so you can be on here. I want to get, because apparently it's not a good idea because the people in the chat aren't saying squat.
Hey, well, you know what? If we made a mistake, we'd know immediately.
Right?
They'd be like,
There's
"Hey,
that for improvement.
the clutch is on."
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Scott.
I'm just like, for me, I just want, I want to have fun with it. I want people to come and be like, what is this? And to do it across channels that way, it's not hurting anybody to be on.
It's a
You're
bad
not
idea.
getting, it's a bad idea. Robert
I'm
Smith
reading
does not like it.
Robert Smith doesn't like it.
I appreciate that, Robert. Why isn't it a bad idea? Tell me.
Why is it a bad idea? Whatever, whatever.
Yeah. Why
You
is
said
it a
it.
bad idea? I don't know. I don't know why it's a bad idea. I just think it'd be fun. And you know, it's not like we're going to lose anything.
It'd be different if we had to spend money to make it happen, but we could make it happen pretty quickly,
I
easily.
think a
At least
majority of the smaller channels would do it. I just don't think any of the large channels above 10,000 would do it.
Right.
what do you got?
Yeah, I don't know. I have
No, right
no
now.
idea. Robert's talking to his wife or kid. So, Suburban Beard rescued the cutest little puppy today. And I mean, it's absolutely cute. And he told me that the reason he did it is because a lot of the free animals that are on Craigslist are given to folks that uh, feed them, in essence, to pit bulls to like train them for pit bulls, which is the most horrific thing I think I have ever heard. It's disgusting. And if people are out there hurting animals for fun, you're probably the lowest form of scum on earth.
Yeah.
Dogs need very few things: food, shelter, water, and love. You provide those four things to a dog, you're going to have a loyal friend for the rest of your life or the rest of their life.
Yep.
Good. Well, that's true. You won't
It's
find
going to be a
enough.
logistical nightmare, but a lot of small channels would hop on.
Yeah, well, even if it's just small channel, it's fun. It's just an idea. I don't know if it'll work. Ed and I were talking earlier, and he was like, "You can have a dry run where you test it out before you do it," and I think it would be valuable. Like for me, way too serious anymore. Only time I get butt hurt is after yearly physical. My doctor has sausage fingers and big knuckles. Jeremy, does he at least buy you dinner? that's my question for you. I use 2 amp hour batteries, just give them away. Yeah, I use my 2 amp hour batteries for flashlights and small things that don't require a lot of power.
So my
Daniel,
weapon of choice is actually the smaller batteries, because the tool is just as powerful, for most tasks. So it's just a smaller, lighter tool. I actually prefer, like with my flex, I rarely ever use a 5 amp battery.
well, I mean, you are a Sparky, so
I mean, that's true. Yeah. No. So first off, you can't use the flex sawzall as an electrician. It's just not even. I didn't want to tell you this. I told my buddy about this, and he made fun of me. He still makes fun of me today. I was doing that video on the flex sawzall, and I actually ended up returning it. And I was doing that video, and I had the outstretched arm like this, and I was sawing the EMT,
oh, okay.
and I actually pulled my shoulder from using that freaking tool. The thing weighs 10 pounds. And it's way too fast. Like, it's just not practical. The Makita Sawzall is a really good
The
Sawzall,
best.
and so
It's
is
the
the
best.
one-handed.
Just
It
the
is really
best.
good.
It's
It
just
is
the
really,
best.
really
Just say
good.
it. Just say it's the best.
Not only that, but it has automatic. When you lock it open, it stays open, and then you drop your Sawzall blade in there, and it locks.
It just locks. It's the
It's
best.
and the shoe's adjustable, and it's been around since 2008. I mean, it's just a
And-
good design.
And the battery doesn't fall out on you.
The battery does not fall out. Now, I do enjoy my one-handed Sawzall with Milwaukee, but you know what? For no reason at all, I haven't gotten it wet or anything, but that twisty mechanism that opens up, it's gotten locked up on me now, and I can't even barely open it without channel locks now.
Good evening, everybody. Before anybody
Ed, the old tech guy.
doesn't say I said good evening. Good evening, Robert. Robert. Good evening, ACM. What's happening, everybody in the chat? This is Ed, the old tech guy. What's going on? I heard you wanted to talk about Makita. Makita's, come on, guys. Listen. The reason why I like Makita, and you guys are
You got
over
little
here-
hands.
Okay, I got little hands. Well, hold on a second. Who doesn't have little hands when compared to Robert? You ever seen those giant
Men.
Yeah, okay. Now I'm going to tell you this. Up till recently, many of these cordless tool companies didn't have all the stuff that Makita has. Now a lot of them have caught up. I mean, isn't Milwaukee just about to announce they just recently announced their lawnmower? They didn't have that, right? So Makita did have that. So if you had a need for multiple sets of tools on that battery platform, Makita was the one to do that. And Ryobi, unfortunately. Those were the two platforms that kind of did that.
Which
Milwaukee
is
was playing
fitting
catch up.
because they're at the same level.
Oh, please. Oh, please. They're not at the same level.
Now, if you guys don't know, and I'm sure if you've been watching the live stream for any length of time, you know that Ed and I like to go back and forth about Makita, and he likes to tease me about Rigid, but we actually get along great. I love Ed. I think he's a fantastic person. One of my favorite people to have on the live stream is Ed, the old tech guy. Love to have him here, and I'm very thankful for him every time he shows up. But
That's not what he tells me when we're just talking, Ed.
That's not what
small
it tells you?
hands, small feet, small Makita.
Listen, my people were of the short people. You could say that all you want. We were Mayans, Mexicans, we're short people. Okay. And
Wait,
then the
Belts
Spaniards
and Boxes is in the house? When did
and
that
then the
happen? I didn't
Spaniards
see
had
him.
to come through. The Spaniards came through and made us even shorter. So they just kept going with the shortness.
I don't think that's possible.
Yes. I mean, we were already short, and who goes around conquering those portions of the world? It's the Spaniards. Darn it! Why couldn't
Thanks, Shaka.
some tall giants conquer us? Who?
How would that fit? That'd be like a pillow.
Shaka,
Anyway.
who are you talking about? Who is that guy?
You? That's you.
How does what name is that? My name is Ed.
Yeah, that's Ed Jerko.
Ed Jerko, if you want.
Oh, so I didn't receive the tools I want. Oh, that's because I haven't sent them out yet. So if you guys didn't know, I had the thing that shall not be named on YouTube for fear of losing your channel or getting extremely. So I've been down and out. That's one of the reasons why there was no live stream last week. I'm 6'2", 240. I remember when I was little.
Hey, wait a minute. This guy right here says tool deals and automobiles. I guess that's what his name is. Says,
Denny?
Ed gets any shorter, he will disappear. What are you talking about? I'm 5'9". I'm the average American height. What are you talking about?
Not on this channel.
Well, no. Nobody. Hey, wasn't there a story about you and King David at some point? I mean, dude, you're that tall.
No, I didn't know Robert Smith was Belts and Boxes. I'll be honest.
I'm 6'3" and 280.
So what we're saying
Robert Smith is Belts and Boxes.
Okay, I didn't know that. Great to have you here, Robert Smith. I didn't know that was Belts and Boxes. I'd have probably given him a bigger pop if I had. But anyway, for me, I just what
I know
he
you're
was
joking.
saying.
I know you're joking, bro. It's all good.
Yeah, so what he was saying is it would be a logistical nightmare and people not wanting to have or bounce between chats. And he's right. It could be. My idea is if you're watching on a laptop or whatever, you can always have two YouTubes open and just switch back and forth. That way you're not missing out on your favorite channel.
I think like 80% of YouTube watches on their phone, though.
Yeah, that's their fault.
Hey, look, I'm ready to go. All right, someone get their piece of wood, and everyone's just behind right now. I'm already ready.
Is that a 12 volt?
Yeah,
let me grab my 36 volt.
I did a short on this, and it did the job, but just barely. This was not a good tool from DeWalt. It really wasn't. This one do cabinets if you pre-drilled. That's about it.
Tools, deals, and automobiles. Don't worry, bro. I know you're joking, man. I don't take it serious. Relax. It's all good.
I like how little guys like that throw in that half. Like in shoes, I'm 5'11".
If I don't hunch over, I get a 1/4 inch.
Right. I love that.
So someone gave me a bad comment based on my safety Crocs here.
Oh man, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that. It was just too obvious not to comment about it.
Did you read my comment? It was pretty. If I sense a troll, you're getting called out. I'm just gonna say that. I mean, I'm not taking no crap, and I shouldn't have to. So just be aware of that.
Just bro, just know that the trolls are coming. Just let them troll. Let them have fun. Don't worry about it.
I told him unless he's got something constructive to say, he can eat one. I guess he didn't have anything constructive to say because he hasn't said anything back.
I have over 70 YouTube accounts. This is my main one, though. Shaka, dude. Bring all 70 on. Get the viewership up, bud. No, I hear you. Yeah, it's just it's in the idea stage, Robert. I have no idea how to make it work. It was just, I didn't want to make it look like you were trying to get people to come to your channel or you go to their channel. Because I thought that maybe some of these dudes would be a little in their head about it.
Hey, Robert,
About doing stuff like that.
Can I ask you a different question?
Yo.
Today's live stream, you got the image where everybody's gonna click on it, right? You talking over here about you're talking about having big hands and stuff, and then you show
12
Milwaukee 12-volt fuel. That fits your big hands though, but Makita doesn't.
No. Milwaukee M12. Sorry to interrupt. Milwaukee M12 has the most horrible grip, unless you are Robert.
Or people like Robert,
anybody
like
that's got to slip a battery inside the handle just to wrap your hands around it. I mean, they just need to rethink their idea. They got the best batteries around right now for a 12-volt platform, and if they would just swallow their pride and rework the handle, and sure, that's going to piss a lot of people off, but slowly phase into a better tool, they would have 100% of the market.
You keep saying that they have the better battery, but you just talked about how they need to redesign it.
No. The design on how it attaches to the tool.
Yeah, it's a horrible design, which makes it a bad tool. Makes it a bad battery.
Yeah, but they're using.
It's nice to have.
But they're using decent cells. I mean, they last a long time. It's a good.
I hate to tell you guys this. I don't have a problem with the torpedo style of the M12. My problem with them is they're seriously underpowered. From most of their tools, some of them are perfect, but most of the 12-volt stuff for what I do and what I need to do is underpowered. That's why I don't like using the M12, and I think you're better off going with a subcompact line in your favorite brand, so you don't have to carry a different battery.
Yeah, I think an 18-volt in fuel is better than the 12-volt in my opinion, because I'd rather the battery slide on the bottom than it going up in the handle like that, because it is very tiring. It is very tiring in the hand. I bought one because I wanted to get into a new 12-volt lineup, and I didn't want to get into Makita's 12-volt lineup because it sucks. I'll be the first one to tell you it sucks. So I went with the Milwaukee one, and I'm noticing my hands, my hands and my my forearms get tired a lot faster than my 18-volt Makita than when I'm using that. So I attribute it to that weird grip I have to do with that thing.
Yep.
I think it's a bad battery design all around. It's a horrible design. They should have made it where it connects on the bottom. So it makes it, in my mind, it makes it a bad tool. Great motor.
Also, they have yet to make a decent belt clip for the 12-volt series. The thing just, every chance it gets, it loosens, falls off. You got to retighten it. You strip the screw
it's on the head of the tool and not on the bottom.
I have yet to have a good experience with an M12 battery clip yet.
Yeah. I mean, you have it on.
Scott,
you have it on. Take it off.
I'll be honest with you. I like all my M12 tools. I throw a 6 amp hour battery on there. I don't feel it. I'm good.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how long I use it. It's for me now a 2 amp hour. It does throw it a little off the balance, so I might feel it a little more than that. But for me, a 6 amp hour is perfectly fine. I just grab it and go.
That's what I put on all of my 12-volt Milwaukee. Is I just throw a 6 amp on everything.
Yeah, it feels great to me, to just have that. But again, I will say this: I do not like the M12 or any really 12-volt lineup. To me, I want to have that extra power if I need it. Not that I need it all the time, but I want to have it there if I need it.
So
'Cause you
the Shaggy Rifleman says, best battery. Who's testing these batteries? Where does this info come from? Or by best, do we mean best from a subjective application?
Can't deny the
well,
question. Good question.
it is a good question, and for me, you know, there's it's not a misconception, but there's a perception out there that amp hour doesn't matter. But I can tell you this: the first time I used the rigid hammer drill, and I went from their 3 amp hour octane battery to their 6, that drill came alive, and I can say that 100%. And now I don't use anything below a 6 in that hammer drill, and I try
The
not to do that.
best.
That's the same for DeWalt. It's the same for Milwaukee. It's the same for any brand. The higher the amp hour, the more power the tool receives.
Shaggy, thanks
The
for
only use I get out of those batteries is the tool stands up by itself. Like you can just set it down and it doesn't freaking fall on your workpiece and damage it.
You know, Peter the Rum asks a great question. I do have to admit this. I
Exactly.
did find that the M12 from Milwaukee has a little too much juice. I have to get used to it. I'm not you. I noticed that, and I did it live on a live stream where if I press the button too fast, it won't turn on. It won't go on. It just stops, waits, and then all of a sudden starts spinning. But it spins at full speed immediately, so you
Sure.
get immediate torque. Like, and it's like, whoa, no. I want to be able to go like a potentiometer. I want to be able to go like
So weird having
slowly in. And you have to do it very differently. Like you have to do it weird compared to a brush tool. So I got my brushed Makita 18 volt, and I can slowly go in and it slowly turns in. I can even control how I'm spinning that. And depending on the application that you're doing, I need that control. I don't want instant, torque of 10,000 into some, very thin wood.
Yeah, the Hall effect
Right,
sensors
right.
are sensitive.
Right. So I don't want sometimes I got to drill just
Better
through a
tornado.
ceiling tile, right? I got to go through thin material, ceiling tile. I don't need to go, I don't need that thing going, bam!
I don't know. A lot of the, like for me, I don't like a lot of the tools that have the different mode selectors. I like the old analog trigger. I
Yep.
let my finger, I let my finger decide when I'm going to feather it.
Yes.
Exactly.
I
I
don't
like
need it.
something
But when I
with the
want the power, when I need to go through concrete, or I'm taking and putting a 6-inch hole in a roof so that I can run cable down through there, I want the power at that time,
sorry
and
about the
I'm
noise.
using it.
But aren't we, and I got to ask this because it becomes a thing, right? Aren't we as YouTubers then doing somewhat of a disservice when we're only showing the tool test going, it's the best, right? It's like we're not talking about these other things. And then manufacturers are going, look, everybody's going to go buy it because this guy said that it's the best. Let's go buy it. Everybody
Right.
goes buys it, and they keep making that tool that way where we need to tell them, yo, I need that control back. Give me
And
that back.
but that's my point. If you're a homeowner, you're probably better off. I can't tell you how many project farm videos I watch where the highest price tool never
True.
wins. Right? It's always somewhere in that middle range. He did one on pocket knives today. I think it was today. Tools guys like today. Thank you for being here. I appreciate the support. Come on whenever you're ready. But anyway, I can't tell you the last time Project Farm had a video where the highest price tool won. For
Actually,
me,
yeah.
it's that perfect blend where power, performance, and price meet. That's where 95% of people fall, and that means you don't need that professional grade tool.
My opinion's a little different when it comes to the mode selector, but I'm also in a different field than everybody else.
Right.
So I prefer to use the trigger, to get the speed you want, but the mode selector does help dial in the trigger on tasks like dashboards, interior screws. A lot of vehicles nowadays do not have bolts for the interior. It's just wood screws going into plastic. Spreaders, or they're usually just plastic spreaders that when you put the screw in, it spreads the plastic and it locks it
Right.
into the housing.
Right.
But so my opinion on mode selectors is it gives you more precise trigger control.
Right.
And to me, that is why I like them. Some people just prefer to use the trigger and always leave it on high. I can see that if you're doing like, lags in construction, or if you're doing, wheels, tires, engine work. But a lot of things nowadays, you need to be more precise on engine work too, because a lot of sensors are only in at like 4 foot-pounds. A lot of bolts that hold your intakes and your plenums and everything are not very tight. So I use like the 12-volt DeWalt Extreme tools, and I use the Milwaukee 12-volt mainly for engine disassembly and interior disassembly, because they're a lot more compact than an 18-volt or a 20-volt or whatever brand it is. And they tend to have less power, so there's less likely of a chance of breaking something.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I do and I do some delicate stuff, but when I'm doing delicate stuff, ACM, what I like to use is my drill with the chuck, set my chuck
Yeah.
right, and then I have the speed selector, so I could slowly dial that in. I tried doing that with the M12, but the M12, and it just, believe it or not, it just has too much juice. I didn't, and I know that usually wouldn't be an issue. Like, people are like, "Oh my God, it's got too much juice." Ed, what's wrong with you? Sometimes I'm doing delicate work, and too much juice can crack or break something. So you got to be really careful how you go in. And so I kind of get what you're saying, but I haven't had enough time to play with the mode selector thing. I'm not crazy about it. I when I have to do something of that delicacy, I put the M12 away, and I use my Makita brushed,
Right.
slow-mo, and then I'm able to dial it in just because I'm used to it.
Sure.
But my opinion's based off of my field. I'm a mechanic.
Sure.
So
Right.
You
Right.
saw
So-
this one out. This one's relatively weak.
So Robert Smith asked a question. He said
Mhm.
most modes are for specific tasks,
Mhm.
like metal fasteners into metal studs. Now I'm an old guy. I'm an old school guy, and I actually plan on doing a video showing people how to use a drill.
Mhm.
And one of the things that I am going to look at is, because I see big YouTube channels doing things like taking a twist bit into metal, and it's just high speed, and that's not
Mhm.
what you do. You're going to
Right.
dull your bit, you're going to warp it, you're going to lose some of that the what do they call it, the hardness of the bit, and you'll end up replacing bits more often,
Mhm. Mhm.
when you should want to go slow. You should want to have oil on there and really concentrate on the right way of doing the job, so that the tools last longer in the long run.
And I think I also may have said it in a way that may have not made sense. There is a difference between a speed selector and a mode selector. Some tools have a speed selector and a mode selector. Some tools only have a speed selector, and that's what I was calling the mode selector.
Yeah.
I just referring to mode selector as everything. You're just changing the speed, whether you're using a lag mode, or you're using a bolt mode, or a lug mode, or you're just using the speed modes.
Right.
The
Thanks for being here, Powerstroke. Go ahead.
the point I was trying to make is that, for something like what Ed is doing, it makes more sense to use a drill.
Yep.
And the clutch systems, it doesn't in the automotive realm. It does not make more sense to use a drill, because if I'm going and stripping an entire interior because I got to take a fuel pump out, and you have to remove a bench seat, and then you got to remove all the panels and everything.
Mhm.
Well, some things are tighter than others, so I would be spending more time changing the clutch system on the drill just to get 10 bolts out, or 10 screws or nuts out, than it would be just me to put a impact driver on low speed and just zip them all out. So in my realm, clutch on a drill is not realistic. It's not time. It's more time consuming than it's worth. And when time is money, it makes more sense to use a drill and clutches on construction, or other tasks like putting servers together and stuff like that. It doesn't make sense to do that on an engine or interior.
So I work on cars for fun, and I work on cars on the side, make some pretty decent cash on it as well. But I use I'm not that crazy about using impacts all the time. I actually do it all by hand. I'm still, I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get that carpal tunnel if I keep it up. But I have used impacts, and you're right. I grab the impact, I put it on low, and I don't like using it because I'm always scared that I'm gonna strip a bolt. I've seen that happen. I've seen people do it, and I don't want to do it. But yeah, no, my drilling. When I was talking about that is because the way that Milwaukee is, I'm not trusting it for delicate tasks, and that was my point. So if I was going to do something delicate in a car or anything else, I'm going to be really careful, and I'm going to default to the Makita because that's what I know and I'm used to. So I got to get a tool that I get used to with brushless because I don't think there's going to be much brushed anymore. And I don't know.
And it also falls around the realm that when you do it long enough, you can feel it. You can feel what the tool's doing. You can feel what the bolt is doing. The more you use it, the more it will make sense to use it. It's not kind of, your interpretation is totally different than mine. I've been doing automotive stuff for 20 plus years. So it's just, I know what something feels like, whether it's rusted or it's not rusted, and I know if it's gonna break before it breaks. So the more you use something, the more you get a feel for it, the easier it will be. I'm not saying that what you're doing is wrong. I can tell you that if you get more used to it, you will probably be a lot faster and probably make a lot more money off of it if you're doing automotive stuff. It's just you have to get a feel for the tool. And for me, I don't use the Milwaukee in interior very often unless I'm doing something on the exterior, like I need to take a door off or something like that.
And I'll say this, as most of the pros that I know, we typically will leave everything in the drill mode when we're using a drill driver. And that's where it stays until we're going into concrete. We're not really playing around with the transmission. We're not dialing it in or whatever, unless we're doing absolute delicate work. And then we probably have a different drill or screwdriver or whatever that we're using for that. Just that specific purpose. Other than that, it's the highest torque, the highest mode you can put it on, and go, baby, go, because that's money.
So
like every minute.
I've been for the impact stuff. For the impact stuff, I use my Makita impact, and it doesn't have the same problem. But it's a brushed, and I'm able to. I'm used to the speed and stuff. I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm not used to that Milwaukee. I'm not used to it. I bought it to play with it, and I didn't expect such a night and day experience from that Milwaukee to my Milwaukee to my Makita. But Robert Smith said to check out the XDT16. And that is on my list.
That's the one. That's the Makita I have.
Fantastic drill.
And I will say this, I'm not a Makita fan myself, so I'm probably not going to go out and buy it.
The best.
But he does make an excellent point here. He wasn't talking about speed modes. He's talking about assist modes. I don't know. My assist mode has always been that finger right there.
Right. That's what I'm saying, Robert. That's always been my thing. They kind of took it away. They're like trying to computerize it. Don't digitize my analog finger.
Yeah, I don't like it. So I've got this here. Is that loud? Is that annoying at all?
No, you're good.
Because I can back this up a little bit.
No, I think that's the call of every man to every man. We
so
love that.
So Peter the Rum had this, and by the way, I've been watching Peter Rum's content lately, and it's pretty interesting stuff. I'm liking the content, bro. All right, so this is a Makita hybrid. So you've got an actual switch at the top, and this is. See, I can't switch it until you're in a different mode. Right now we are, I guess. Okay, we're in impact, so you can't select the speed on this top switch until you switch down here. Yeah, so you got to switch into a different mode. So if we go here to hammer drill, so now we're in hammer drill. And you can see it's spinning there. And now you can switch to different speeds. So someone had a question about how do I rate the speed selector on this. You can go to regular drill here, and then you get your speeds up here as well. So you got high speed, low speed, but then you've also got no, you don't, not on this speed. You got high and low speed and drill. But then you can go to clutch settings here, and then you can ramp up your clutch all the way to 1 through 9, and then P for power. So clutch setting 1, I can stop that with it's spinning. You can stop it with your hand, like watch. So then you can ramp it up a little more. We'll go to 5. This might hurt. Let's see. Let's go to high speed. Yeah, there we go.
That's not a good test. Try it with your teeth.
If you really want to try it, check your Hemis.
So that's this 8. Out. Okay, we can't do that. And then you got mode 2, so it's got even more torque. This thing is really, really cool. And then it's got the battery icon, you know, so you can see how much battery life you got. But yeah, it also impacts.
It reminds me of that new 40-volt hammer drill from Makita.
And then you got speeds on your impact. So that's low, medium, high.
Yeah.
So this thing has a whole lot of power. Now this thing is like $250. But I had the original. I've actually got the original hybrid, which was just a nightmare to switch. But check this thing out. These things.
I've never actually seen that one.
No, wait a minute. Am I hearing Robert correctly? Am I hearing that that Makita doesn't suck? Is that what he just said?
No.
Robert,
Oh no, I actually like Makita. That's why I have this. But you know what? Most of my
Welcome
tools
to the
I end up
family.
giving away to somebody, or someone gets their van broken into, and I'll just sell something for $50 or whatever it is. I rarely ever keep tools that I don't use every day. I just tend to just give them away or help somebody out.
Oh man, so my address is.
I like Makita for preciseness. They
if
do
you want to
have a lot
email
of
me,
precise settings.
do you have this battery, Ed?
I do not have that battery.
You don't have this platform?
Nope. The last.
Okay.
I have that platform.
The last DeWalt I had was.
I would send you this drill. Anybody? Seriously.
Put a 5 amp hour on that drill. I bet you it'll do better.
No way.
Yeah. Okay. So that's what everybody says, right? So put a 5 amp hour on it. Well, then you may as well have an 18-volt tool by the time you put a 5 amp hour.
Yeah, the whole point of these are that they're supposed to be small and light, right? Like overhead work. Like what I do sometimes, if I'm going to put ladder rack for power cable, I want nice over the head, action.
The 5 amp hour versus the 2 amp hour, the 3 amp hours is only like 15 grams. It's not really that much.
Right.
It's a mental thing too, right?
Well, size matters.
I do have a lot of videos on the extreme tools, and I show the weight differences between the batteries. Yep. They're not that significant. They're very, very minute difference.
Someone also asked, why do we put spade bits?
It depends on the manufacturer, really, because some of them, the bigger batteries, there is a little bit of a noticeable weight difference. To me, none of them, even the 9 amp hour octane battery, which is one of the heaviest batteries out there, even that doesn't matter. If that's what I need for that specific job, after a day or two, you just kind of get used to it, and you don't even think about it. You just whatever. You just grab it and go. Am I wrong?
There's an old school mentality with being in the field and working construction, and if you got somebody that's actually worth something, like a good foreman, they make you keep your tools on you, and you can't put them down. So you've always got what you need. You're never walking back off the ladder to your material cart to get what you want. So you're loaded down, pretty good. With you have 6 different pairs of pliers, just and then you got 3 different screwdrivers. You got a drill. You got nut drivers. And that's only just one side of your tool belt. That's not even. I use the
DeWalt Extreme 12-volt 5-in-1. I use that a lot for interior work. It does have a clutch like a drill on it though.
So Jeremy says you don't understand 12-volt trolls. I'll tell you my understanding.
He says he doesn't understand.
Oh, maybe he doesn't. Oh, I
He
got it.
doesn't
I got it.
understand
I'll
12
tell
volt.
you my understanding. I'll tell you my understanding because maybe
What?
maybe I'm there with you. 12-volt drills to me were for small, precise work. Back in the day, it was for like cabinetry or something very precise and small. And you know, a little side job you were going to do. You know, ACM mentioned it a minute ago. Like if you're going to do some quick work on some servers or computers or something very light and careful, like I would want 12-volt. So for me, when you're putting all that power, it kind of started getting a little whack. Now, if you're going to go automotive, though, I get it. I get it for automotive because you're competing against Snap-on and others at that point. But I always thought of it differently, like small, precise, clean work. And that's why I kind of like the Makita 12-volt, but I kind of know it sucks because it doesn't have the power when you need it. And it's kind of cool to have a 12-volt and you're doing this precise work, and then all of a sudden go right to super power because you forgot your 18-volt, or you don't have to carry 18-volt and 12-volt. So I get that as well. It's you know, you're juggling a lot of balls in this. And be careful, Robert. Don't say nothing. Don't be gross.
I'm just saying, look at the screen, and then think
Okay.
about what you said, and you'll
I
know
can
where I
give you
went.
I can give you an example where more power would be more necessary.
Yeah. I'm sure in automotive and different things, it depends, right? So someone like me, it's a little different because I go from field to field to field. So I 1 minute I'll be doing networking work, another minute I'll be working on computers, another minute I may be doing construction work, another minute I may be doing some mechanic work, just because I got this weird ADD thing and I got to go to the next shiny thing, right? So I'm always jumping around doing different kinds of things, and I need a tool platform that can jump with me. I can't have like, I only have these tools for this. I only have these tools for that. Makita fulfilled that for me thus far. I'm sure other platforms could, but back in the day when I started buying the tools, say 5 to 8 years ago, Makita was the only one that was really doing that well besides
Right.
Ryobi, and I wasn't going to buy Ryobi.
No,
Yeah.
and for me now with the development of the subcompact tools, I've said it before, I'm going to say it again. The development of that subcompact platform, having the ability to use one battery type as opposed to carrying two, is huge for me. And if I need a subcompact tool, I can just grab into my bucket or whatever. I can grab that subcompact, slap the battery I'm using on it, and go. And it saves me time, it saves me weight, and it saves me a lot of energy because I'm not looking around for that stupid 12-volt garbage.
I
I just want that 12. I want the subcompact. I like them.
I actually think the only person that's actually done subcompact well is DeWalt with their newest Impact. Everything else is almost the same size. It's just it's so little difference that it just doesn't
Dude,
seem worth it for me.
you need to look at Rigid, because Rigid's, for the longest time, they've had huge tools. And that, going from the Octane impact driver to their subcompact impact driver is night and day. I mean, it's literally the Rigid, other than the battery part of it, is smaller than most of the M12 tools or 12-volt tools that are out there.
I did an entire undercarriage, suspension, wheels, steering rack, and everything on a F-150, 2020 F-150, with the DeWalt Atomic newer impact wrenches that just came out.
Robert, we're about to play a game. If
they're really powerful.
A few minutes, but I appreciate you being here. Did I see the Frankenstein Milwaukee impact driver Mancaver tools made? Absolutely. Torque Test Channel had it. It was impressive. That is probably, for me, of all the things that I've seen Mancaver do, that was the most impressive thing I've seen on his channel, period.
But not the latest one. Not the latest one. He's got one where he bought the adapter to use the DeWalt battery. Since they changed over from the cell to the bag.
Yeah.
Right. That battery to like on a Makita and a Milwaukee. Yeah. I looked at that and I was like, what are you doing?
Right. Are you guys ready to play some games? I thought we'd start out with the words tonight.
Sure.
A game. Yes, Robert.
Game,
we play games.
That's
and The first one is kind of word association, where we show you a word, you come up with the first thing that comes to mind with this. Now, these are the first time. This is the first time I have done the words. Normally, Dale Bishop makes the list, and then I throw it in there,
Oh dear
and I
God,
figured it out. But this is
we're
the
in
first
trouble.
time I've done it. Now, the
We're in
second
trouble.
part of the game, or the second part, is scored, and the winner gets a free tool, something that I have laying around, and I haven't decided tonight what it's going to be, but it'll be nice. Anyway, so we show you pictures of old tools. You have to guess what it is, and there's only one right answer. So that one right answer, every time you get it, it's a point, and the person with the most points at the end of the night wins, and they get a free tool. And
I like
no
Jonathan
shipping.
Sherwood's commentary there.
Yep, this happens when you have no life. All right, so here is the first word, and these are in
Struggle.
no particular order. So everyone in the chat, word association, first word that comes to mind when you hear struggle. Robert, you like giving tools away, especially if they're other people's. I heard about you and Robert Bates. God bless you. I wish I won.
Man, I'm going to tell you, this YouTuber has done a really good job
What's up, Belt and Boxes? How's it going?
because what came to my head after I saw this, it's like, holy
Akita.
crap, I can't. No,
I wasn't the first one. Look.
let's see what
Jake
Makita.
Lacaze. Briggs. Struggle Bus. Oh, that's a good one. I like that.
I'm going to start a new
Life.
campaign. Make Makita great again. That's it. That's
Make
my new
Makita.
campaign.
They just got to get better batteries. If they had a power, like if they had a power stack like DeWalt,
Ed,
like that'd be like
I think
next level. They wouldn't even need new tools. They just need a better battery. That'd be good.
Me and
Struggleville.
Pedram thought of the same thing. PJ's channel.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. That's I thought Struggleville immediately. That was the first thing I thought of. PJ wins for like sticking that in your head.
All right. So what was it, Ed? What's the
Struggleville.
word? Struggleville.
He's got a
And,
channel. He's a YouTuber. He's
oh,
hilarious.
dude, I know.
Okay.
Yeah, he was actually. So I ended up getting the Gorilla stepladder last year for $20 because I watched one of his videos, and I like the platform. I mean, the platform thing. $20 because I watched one of his videos. And I ran right out and got it, and so special.
I've told him before we should meet up, but he kind of like shied away from that. I don't think he wants to meet up with anybody. He kind of does his own thing. But I'd love to meet up with him one day.
Their USA division to contribute. Yeah, that might be true. Antonio, struggle. What's your word?
I agreed.
Struggleville. Mine was Struggleville.
Struggleville. Robert.
Yeah.
Oh, Robert.
Oh, I see here now. Man, I think about swimming, which might sound weird, but I swam competitively for years and years, and my coach would always say, "Stop struggling," and start, roll your shoulders and work like you're working against yourself. So I always just think of swimming when I hear that.
I'm just going to leave this here for a second. The ladies in tight pants in Walmart. So when I hear struggle, I actually think of lifting.
There you go.
So, and now the next word is adventure. As you can tell, not always tool related, especially if I'm doing the list. Now, this is something I have asked the people that watch to email me words that they want to see featured on the channel to get the reaction from other people. As of yet, have not had anyone take me up on that offer. But hey, I'm going to keep plugging away and ask you guys to contribute. Renegades Garage, thank you for being here. I appreciate
Later,
you,
David.
See, they came on for you, Antonio. All right. Ghost Adventures. That's nice. I hadn't thought of that one. A trailer. Oh, okay. Adventure trailer. All right. Adventure Land. That movie that's a movie, right? Adventureland? Adventure Time. Robert Smith with Adventure Island. I like it. Hiking. Nice. Broken Bolts. All right. So who did I start? I started off with Ed last time.
Mm-hmm.
Antonio. What do you think?
4x4ing.
Nice. Robert?
Going with Zelda.
Oh, very nice. I love that answer. I absolutely love that answer. For me, when I think of adventure, I think of life. It was the first word that came to my mind. Ed?
Life.
A feat. Not a foot, a feat of skill or a feat.
Yeah,
Oh,
there you go.
nice. I like it. I like it.
Mhm.
Jonathan Sherwood, you're trying too hard, pal. No. All right, so our third word, and then I'll bring in the pictures. Or do you guys want to just do the words and then do the pictures all at once? Then it's up to you.
Just do one more word and go to your pictures. Let's go. Let's go.
Shut up. Nature. Now, you all know I'm a wrestling fan.
No.
I'm just going to say I'm a wrestling fan. So when I see this word, there's an
Nature
individual
boy.
that pops to mind, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. Woo!
There you go.
I don't know much about wrestling, man. You got me beat. Last thing I knew about wrestling was the big fight with Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant. That was the last thing I watched.
Yeah, he hurt me when he slammed me, by the way. Nature calls. Nature Boy. Jack and I, we on the same page tonight for sure. Look at this. Robert Smith with the Nature Boy. Nature hike. Look, see, as soon as I said it.
Look at that. Look at that. Everybody. Woo!
Nature calls. Nature lover. I love that one. Nature lover. That's a good one. All right, so we're up to Robert going first.
Trail.
Nature trail. I like it.
That's good.
Denny,
like that
working outside. Ed, you're up.
Man, I thought of nakedness. Naked. Nature. Natural.
Natural.
All natural. All naked. You said first thing that comes to mind, right? That's the first word that came to mind. Like
That's
nakedness.
all right. We know where your head's at. It's all right. Juggling nuts or juggling balls. Just saying, it's just natural.
Only
And
on
by the way,
Robert's
if you're new to this channel, it's kind of like having a group of 40 to 50-year-old teenagers.
Just got to get with the nut wax. That's
right.
You can't even see it with those words in front of me. Get those words out of my face. There you go. Click that again. No, click it again.
You want me to do this?
Yes.
Nut wax.
Only right here on Ed the Old Tech Guy.
Why do the words always get in front of his face?
Yeah, I know. That's because you don't like me.
I have no control over where the chat stuff pops up.
It depends who came in first, last, etc., etc. I came in last, so I'm at the bottom.
All right, so we're going to remove this, and now we're going to go on to stage 2. So normally I have either Llama or Detran here to keep track of the score, but neither one of them showed up tonight. I don't think. Not wax shill.
Shill. You know that's my word, right? I use that all the time. I call people shill all the time. Shill.
Actually,
I'm a nut wax shill.
So Charlotte Flair is Ric Flair's daughter. Charlotte Flair is known as the Queen. Oh. That is her.
Jonathan.
That is
shill. Oh,
so there you go. There's our first picture. What is it? Now, there is no what will it become tonight, because the answers to what is it, it's on all of
obvious.
These are pretty
that's obvious
right?
On that one. Yep, that's obvious. Actually, I have one.
So do I. I actually have it right over in my my bin over there.
I gotta wait for YouTube. I can't see 3 feet in front of me. We talked about that the other day.
Are you looking at the actual live that's happening right now, or are you looking at the
I was waiting for
video?
YouTube. Here, let me show you. Let me show you how thick my glasses are.
Oh,
You
dear
like that?
God. Oh, man.
As a matter of fact, if you look through the lenses of his glasses, you can see through time.
No, those are his safety / glasses.
So you know what an arc flash is, right?
Yes, of course.
Oh yeah, me too. Firsthand.
Oh, yikes, man. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
He
I was wearing
says
all
that.
I was wearing all my safety gear. I couldn't have done anything differently other than a suction cup pulling the cover straight
Oh.
off. I used to infrared and infrared 1.
Wow,
So
man.
there's an actual name for this particular one. And check this out, guys. Every single one of the photos brought to you tonight by me from my very own camera as I was walking through an antique store this week.
Interesting.
And yes, in
I would
case you're
agree.
wondering, I bought
I would
these.
agree with somebody in the comments. I think they got it right.
Yes.
Mhm.
A couple of people have gotten it right.
Oh, I didn't see a couple.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But the name of this particular one
There's a plumb bob.
I think we're done. Plum Bob was 2 weeks ago.
Oh no, it's
That was
gonna
more
be.
like 3 or 4 weeks ago.
It's
And
always
then
gonna be a plumb
Jonathan
bob.
Sher once said it's a corn shucker. Not a corn shucker.
Mm-mm.
Drill. No. Come on, guys. I actually thought this one was a gimme. I really did.
This came in my toolkit back in the
Did
day.
it now?
Yeah, it did. Came in my toolkit.
I love these things.
Can anyone hear my kids screaming in the background?
Negative.
No,
That's awesome. I'm so glad I switched to this microphone.
So
No.
are
Now,
we.
unless I'm wrong as to what I think I have, but it's exactly the same. And somebody in the comments already said what it was, so I have that. And it was
Ed?
given. Yeah,
What is it?
it's a push drill.
It is
You
a push
push it,
drill.
you push it, and it turns the drill bit. And they gave it to us in part of our toolkit. Now they gave us an actual drill, cordless drill. It was the Makita long old style one.
The 7.2.
Yes, they gave us that one, and then they gave us this as well, probably for very delicate small stuff. But yeah, I have it. It's in my toolbox, put away, doing nothing.
Here's how generous I am. Technically, the name of this particular brand is the Yankee Screwdriver, just so everybody knows.
What
Yep.
the heck?
Yep. Yankee screwdriver.
All right. But here's what I'll say. Everybody gets a point. Because I'm a generous man, and this game is just for fun.
You have to. Yankee style push drill. That sounds a little like that sounds like political these days. You can't say that. You better call it a
That
push
was the
drill.
name of the company that made it.
I know. I'm joking. Bro.
And Stanley Black & Decker bought them 2002, I want to say, if I'm not mistaken. Jeremy, yeah, 0 to 100 quick. Well, that's just
Something about the
insane.
arc flash.
Yeah, I know
0 to
what you're
100.
talking about.
What's that?
You're just saying that because you're
don't come up here.
blind.
Hang on.
So Yankee screwdriver, drill, precision drill, whatever. Everybody gets a point. Everybody gets a point.
Jeweler's
Some of
drill.
these,
Interesting.
I'll tell you this. Some of these, I will tell you, none of you are going to get.
Oh, whoa.
What's this?
Interesting.
What is this?
Besides
that was Robert's crib when he was a kid.
Actually, little known, I did use one of these for several years on my grandmother's farm. So I can say that for beyond a shadow of a doubt, I did use one.
I think it's a clothes washing machine.
Really interesting.
You know, back in the day when you actually had to wring out your clothes.
Yeah. Oh no, I know what a ringer is. Yeah. A honeycomb press, a corn shucker, a honeycomb press.
Honeycomb press.
I've heard of the honeycomb kids. Yeah. But that's because I'm old. Where is Ted McDonald when you need him? That's all I will say. That's a hint for all of you that have been here multiple weeks. Second the motion, Jonathan Sherwood. Howie Z is always strong on this. If you guys just waited for him to answer and just copied it, you'd probably all win.
And I love his icon. I love that icon that he has on there. Howie Z.
Mhm.
That's awesome, bro. Is that my
Comes
uncle
with
the
a grist
Martian?
mill. It does.
Oh dang, he knows what he's talking about.
Yes, it does. Yes, he does.
He knows exactly what he's talking about.
Rumpelstiltskin's yarn machine.
Oh, pretty much.
Yeah. C-Mod Enforcer coming out strong for you there, Chef. Yeah, where is Ted McDonald? It's the shell corn. So everybody that said a corn shucker, when you hear Ted McDonald talk about a corn shucker, that's what he's talking about over there. That is
There
a
it
corn
is.
shucker, and I tell you this, it was $150, and it almost came home with me because they work amazingly well. And this particular one would dehusk the corn, not just take it off, just take the kernels off the cob. So absolutely, love that one. Ted and Llama didn't make it tonight.
Yeah. Where's Llama at? You can't have nothing with. You can't have a good time without llamas.
Ted McDonald. Ted McDonald, this one's for you, buddy. It's a corn shucker. Oh, and so here's the third one. Here's what we're gonna do. Who's keeping score, by the way?
So far, all I know is my uncle the Martian guy is won all of them so far.
Yeah,
I give it to him.
Howie's got 2. Check that out. Look at that. Oh, yeah, that's right. Look, I can't make them all. I miss Llama. Howie, he's in Deal Team 6. You talk to him all the time. Ted McDonald.
Oh,
I don't know.
I think I want to guess at what that is. I may be wrong.
Right, we let the people in the chat
Yes,
talk.
of course. I'm not gonna take it from them.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
I may not be right. I
mean, they still make those.
Shaka, that's a horrible thing to call your wife. Tubing bend. It's a ball buster. I'm keeping score. I'm doing well. No need to double check my work. I think you're 1-1 on that. Just so you know, Howie Z two bender. Eugene ahead of everyone.
I think Howie Z got both, and I think I may be wrong, but for sure I know that B-Doty's Electronic got the first one.
Yeah, everybody got the first one. I gave everybody the first one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, he got it like before, like most people. I was like, because I saw it, and I was like, yes.
Going to bed, men. I hate Mondays. 5 years of retirement. Hug a wrench. Oh, hey, Scott. Thanks for being here. We appreciate you showing up. It is. Ed, you want to tell him what it is, or who wants to tell him what it is?
I think it's a rod bender, like bending metal rods, but I don't know the name of it. That's what I think it is, or tubing bender, one of the others.
Yep.
There you go.
So this particular one is a tube bender.
Copper.
Yeah.
I was gonna say tube bender or brake line bender.
You can do brake line. I did a brake line job, which I don't recommend anyone doing if you don't know what you're doing, because I sold that car actually, and it still worked. It worked good.
Actually, they sell the ones now that you can just do it with your hands. You can actually bend the line by your hand. I don't know that they're very good.
Oh, NICOP. You're talking about NICOP.
Yeah. I don't know that they're very good. I still use like the old style tube bender.
when I was 15, I didn't understand the whole water table, the way it worked, and above the water line and all that. So I ran it up and put it on the strut bar that went to each, where the suspension goes.
Yep.
And then I was like, well, why can't I, bleed this down? And then I realized that I was an idiot. And then I ran it down low. And
We could have told you that.
well, yeah, well, you guys weren't around. Where were you? Where was
Calling you an
YouTube?
idiot from distance.
When I was 15,
Yes.
17 years ago.
Yeah, I was the old guy going, look at that idiot. No, it's just so there you go. I think a couple of you got all three.
Hey,
so I know
industrial
how easy it is.
nutcracker. Can we accept industrial nutcracker?
No, we cannot. Denny went. If Denny wants a tool, I'll just send him a tool. Denny's cool. He's good people. And I'll tell you this now. Everybody,
Loaded
he
belts and
just
boxes.
did. Yeah, he just did a. Ed's gone. But Denny just did a great video on different Milwaukee batteries. Everyone go check him out. It's Tool Deals and Automobiles on YouTube. Check out his channel. It's great. Thanks for being here, Robert. Appreciate it. Thank you for showing up. Didn't know that it was belts and boxes.
You have a good evening, Robert. Good to see you, man.
Dale Bishop says he's got all three. So Dale Bishop's in the. I got so much stuff to send to Dale Bishop. Jeez. I have a welding helmet that he wants because he got a new plasma cutter. I'm sending him a rigid charger because he's too cheap to go out and buy a rigid kit. I'm going to send him a rigid battery charger. And I have Makita Gold bit. I got all of that sitting over there. Scheller. I think I made drill, Scheller, and Bender. We're on the honor system here, guys. So because none of the moderators are here, I can't keep score. And I have Alzheimer's. So if you don't remind me repeatedly of stuff, I'm going to forget. You're the best, Robert. Hey, man. No, you are. And I mean this sincerely. He's got a small channel, but Denny is one of those dudes that you absolutely end up pulling for because he's such a great guy. Good family man and a really, really smart individual. So nature was allowed. Here you go. Resourceful.
You know what my
words mean
answer to
things.
that would be?
I will get it in a second. But go ahead. It's a group of imbeciles.
Duct tape.
Oh, nice. Talk about, when I put in resourceful, duct tape never crossed my mind, but that's
what you use when you're being resourceful.
yeah. Denny is a good dude. I am 100% on board with that sentiment. Resourcefulness. Jeremy, you are quick tonight on these. For some reason, we've got what the folks watching don't know is we've got about a 10-second lag from when I throw something up to when they get it. And I tried to minimize that as best I could, but it's YouTube and YouTube is slow. Jonathan Sherwood thinks of his grandparents when he hears the word resourceful. I could not think of a more fitting tribute to pay to someone's grandparents than that. Eugene W. I'll always win, only if the contest is to see who the ugliest person in the room is. That's a pretty good answer. Yes, it is. Duct tape is omnipotent. Resourceful and omnipotent. Dale Bishop trying to flex the vocabulary. Our group of YouTube channels. Well, we're a bunch of grown kids. DT6. Oh.
That's some butt kissing right there.
It's also true.
It is, but it's still some butt
I mean,
kissing.
I have wanted to do a video of a day in the life of Deal Team 6 where I show people all of the deals, because they don't even post half of the deals that they come up with on Facebook. And just to show people, like, look at this, where like Warmonger, Kimazon, Pedram, Llama, Tool Nerd, like all these guys. And I hate to leave people out, so I apologize, Eugene. They just, like, they'll post 30 deals each a day out of nowhere. You'll just be sitting there and you look, and normally if I'm in the chat, I'm only there to make fun of people, kind of like what I do here. And then you'll see, and it'll be the next thing you'll know, it's picture, 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 picture. It's just amazing what these guys do, and they are extremely resourceful. So, Ed, resourceful.
Survival is the first thing that came out.
Nice. Robert?
Sorry, I was reading. We got to read this one out loud. Tools Deals Automobile said, if you start a channel, Robert of Tools with Souls is so cool and had called and gave me some really helpful points to work on my video. He did the same thing for me, man. He's an awesome guy. All right, resourceful. I think of a out of box thinker. Just you got to think outside the box. Be resourceful.
How the heck did I forget Joe the Tool Guy? I'm an idiot. That's my answer. So when I think or when I hear the word resourceful, the first thing that comes to mind is crafty. That is people that are they out of the box thinkers that can get the job done. They're crafty. 30 a day, like that is true. These dudes are amazing.
Joe the Tool Guy does not get creds for turning everybody into females. Don't even try it, guys.
You're just saying that because you were the ugliest one.
Robert.
Curiosity.
I didn't have a problem with that video at all, guys. I don't know what you're talking about.
Listen, Robert.
Where'd Antonio go?
Just because you say it does not mean it's true. You know who the ugliest man girl was there. Come on, be honest with yourself.
I'm the only one that still looked like a dude. Which, when people are trying to convert you to a woman, to still be the only one looking like a dude is pretty good.
No, bro.
Oh my God.
No, bro.
Hold on. I got to take care of some house cleaning right here.
Yeah,
hide user. There we go. That's perfect. I'm telling you, I've seen some very resourceful crackheads. Well, you do live down there in Florida.
Yeah, that is
true.
You
guys just, you're not like California where you vote for them. Curiosity killed the cat.
Treated.
Stream.
I could tell you a quick story about resourcefulness if you wanted me to.
Of course. Knock yourself out.
Yeah, so I was leaving a job, with construction, you bounce around. Once you finish a job, you just go to the next one. And I was actually on punishment. I didn't know I was on punishment, but apparently I was on punishment from this job that I was leaving. And it was an all underground job. So I get there and they're building parking garages.
And he said he's not a bad chick. You're certainly not a fat one. I'll say that, as skinny as you are.
I was kind of cute. I may have dated me.
I signed it at the job trailer, and they hand me this square, and it's just it's 4x4s that are nailed together. 1x4s that are nailed together, and they're like, you need to make these pipes fit in this square. That's your job. And they're like, we're going to give you 15 guys, and we're only going to give you 3 or 4 days to do it. You need to redig up all these pipes that we buried a month ago because everyone's run over them, and they don't fit in this square where they're going to be pouring a transformer. So they give me all these shovels, all these guys, and they, send me out there. So I tell about 5 of those guys, go get, 1/2-inch all thread, go get double strut, go get nuts, washers, bolts, all the hardware and stuff. And by the time the job foreman pulls up on his mule or, easy go, whatever you want to call it, He's like, "Where's all your help? You know, you got a lot of work to do." You know, we hadn't even begun to start digging in the dirt yet. And I told him, I was like, "Well, you know, there's other ways to do something. You know, you can be resourceful with it." And he lost his mind. And I said, "Look, if you don't like it, punish me afterwards. I got things to do. Go away." So he comes back about 2 hours later, and what I did was I had the guys get some all thread, and we made this sandwich of double strut, and we tightened the nuts and cut off the all thread as we went, and we managed to suck all these pipes to where this square would just fit over these pipes without having to dig. And that guy was so mad. It was pretty funny because he thought he was going to punish me, but I ended up saving him, 15 man hours times 8 times 3 days of work, you know, of money for the job, and that's what I did with my previous company, and that's where you get, you work with the same company for 10 years, and that's what they do. They push you out, and you go somewhere else. That's just
Gentlemen,
that's
look at
just
the screen.
construction.
You guys look at the screen.
Did he just admit to sucking pipe?
You deserved it. Hold on. Let me do
Yeah,
this.
I had it coming.
All right. Antonio, curiosity, my friend.
Killed the cat.
Killed the cat. Ed?
I have to agree with Antonio. That's the same thing that came in my head. Curiosity killed a cat.
Robert?
This can sound stupid, but more like a learning opportunity. I've always asked questions. If you don't know, you ask, and if you don't ask, then you're stupid for not asking, because now you got to pretend like you know. So I've always asked stupid questions. Doesn't matter what it is. If you don't know what it is, you need to ask the question.
Right. Yeah, so I hear curiosity, and I think of learning.
Yeah, exactly.
They're still talking about Joe making
The
girls.
nightmare thing, the fuel thing
Man,
had me
look.
rolling though.
Man,
I
dude.
didn't. All I will say is the one I was curious about is the one he refused to show, which was Den of Tools. I was just gonna be like, how close to my sister can this dude get?
Peter the Roma was really funny though. That was pretty good. Was that an older picture or what? He had a lot of hair.
I just no, that was his Halloween photo.
Okay.
Here you go. Teaching. Teaching is the next word. You can kind of see where this is going, because this kind of fits into the topic of what we were originally here to talk about, which was, of course, YouTube and strategies and learning and teaching and all that. Yeah, how easy. You know it's true, dude. You know it's true, dude. Grandpa Munster said, "Killed the bat." BW, dude, you're out there, and I don't mean that in a negative way. So teaching is the word.
Mm-hmm.
C-Mod is special. He got picked on as a kid. Now he's a keyboard warrior. No idea. No idea. What'd he say? Resourceful? I don't see the problem with that. Can you tell us about being resourceful? The next job, teaching? Yeah. Teaching moment, sharing knowledge, teaching skills. Mm-hmm. Apprenticeship. Oh, that's a great one. Apprenticeship.
Yep.
Non-working slackers. Oh, I will tell you this. My answer for this one, and I'll just let everybody know what it is now. Fun. Teaching is fun for me. I went to school to be a teacher until I met other teachers, and that absolutely turned me off from teaching. I'm just going to say that.
Oh, we have something in common.
Yeah,
I didn't like school because of teachers.
I was so I went, I have 2 degrees in history from a small university no one's ever heard of called NYU. and I wanted to be a history teacher in high school. And what did they put me in? 4th grade math. Teaching fundamentals. Who's CMOD? I have no idea. I don't know who CMOD is. This is the first time I've seen him on the channel, I think.
CMOD goes from channel to channel. He's been around.
That's
I don't know
cool.
who he is, but he's
I
been
don't know.
around. I have a
Yeah.
feeling he's somebody else. He just uses CMOD as his
Is it
as
one of
his other
Shaka's
channel.
70s? Is it one of
I don't-
Shaka's 70 channels?
I don't know if it's Chaka. I don't know who it is, but it's somebody else. Somebody's alter ego.
Those who can't do teach. It's true. I
love that
couldn't
one.
make history, so I was willing to teach it, and then I got math. My kid's showing me how to do stuff online. All right. Who was last? CMOD is CP? You dirty. Okay.
Well, I wouldn't take that unless you have proof. I
have
don't
no
know if it's
idea.
true or
Yeah.
not.
I have no
Yeah.
idea.
Next time you talk
I'm
to
just
CP,
gonna
you
leave
can
it.
ask him.
Don't put them on blast. If someone's here underneath their own name, just
And the reason why I say that, and before somebody says, "Oh, you'll stick up for CP," that's not what I'm doing. I've seen somebody else use that same avatar, which is a common avatar, on their channel, and it was not CP, which I was scratching my head for a while there. I thought CMOD may have been CP, but then I saw this guy with the same
Okay.
avatar, this other guy.
Okay.
So,
No worry. He's a little B. I don't. The lack of real men makes me want to teach.
yikes,
Dude, that's a little.
oh,
You went to the dark side. I don't know that I
man,
want
I'm
a real
beat.
man. I'm good, dude. All right. So there's our words. And now we'll go into the scoring part of our game, because I actually love this. I love doing this. So no pipe bender this time. What's that, buddy?
It's a flashlight.
Yep.
It is a flashlight. Everyone
That looks
gets a
like
point.
that's an extender.
It's a flashlight. There you go.
But you liked that one, didn't you, Robert? You really couldn't wait to put that one on the screen, could you?
To me, it didn't, like, in that particular angle, it didn't look like a flashlight, but I didn't think anybody would just scream it out. I wanted to get I wanted to get some of these comments.
Yes, the song.
I could use some men. How is he? I'm just going to leave it at that when I read that.
It looks like a Ryobi attitude adjuster.
A Ryobi attitude. Isn't
Yeah,
that just a toilet? Like the freaking what are you, the Johnny on the spot toilet? That isn't that the Ryobi attitude adjuster? No, the mechanism's actually underneath. I rolled it so you couldn't see the switch.
Yeah.
So yes, everybody gets a point. It's a flashlight. This one easy.
Yeah, that is easy. I think if I think it is what I think it is.
Flashlight with a choker. I will say this: if nothing else, you guys in the chat, you guys here, you never fail to make me laugh, and I appreciate it. That's Robert's special spot tickler. Yeah, baby.
Yikes.
A little small,
week.
Isn't it?
It's what the handle's for.
I've seen this one on Tom and Jerry, old school Tom and Jerry.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was going to say. Tom and Jerry.
You know what, guys? I can add on a. I actually have, and members of Deal Team 6 have seen it. I actually have a special pleasure device that I saw on Google one day that I have debated on using
On
I have
yourself?
debated on using as a thumbnail for the Sunday night live stream.
Yeah, tell me before you do that. I won't come on that one, bro. Come on, man. Come on, man.
I'll just
Can't be
make it
using
your
that.
profile picture.
No, do not make it my profile picture. What's going on with you? That's horrible. Disgusting. Disgusting.
Antonio, you're quiet tonight. You all right, bud?
Yeah, I don't really have much to say.
Oh, sorry. Asbestos electrostatic sprayer, a bee smoker, a delouser.
Delouser.
That's actually a really good guess. The delouser.
Delouser's great.
Yeah, not right, but it is a great answer.
Ted McDonald with the DDT sprayer.
Yeah. Yeah. He's pretty dang close.
So it is a bug spray.
Yeah.
It's a bug
Absolutely
sprayer.
is. Absolutely is.
And
You gotta accept liquid atomizer though.
okay,
Ooh.
I'm easy to get along with because I know at least one or two of the ones that are coming up. No one's gonna get.
Robert's other. Your other.
I agree. It is not a bee smoker. So a bee smoker is it kind of looks like an old can that has a spout at the end
It's almost like a watering
and a
can.
pump in the handle.
Yeah, like
It's kind of like an oil can or an oil dripper.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. The old kind from like the 50s, 60s. Yeah, absolutely. He will put it over Ed's face.
What the heck?
I have no control over where the comments go, folks.
But you have control whether you show them or not. What the heck? Are you tools and deals and automobiles? I think he's got a crush on me. Yikes! You know what? That's what Tool to Joe the Tool guy with his showing me as a girl. You know,
That's
I
true.
don't like that. I don't like that. Now tools, deals, and automobiles got a crush on me. Jeez, man. Jeez.
Weren't
Honey,
you the one that said you would date yourself?
I would date myself. You know.
Okay.
I think he was talking
I'm gonna
about.
call into question your judgment then.
Well, I didn't say he didn't have good taste, but
Yeah, the app made you prettier than you are in real life.
oh, it did me justice. It did me.
There you go, guys. Take a look.
I have ideas, but
Mm-hmm.
we don't want to say it yet. We want to give everybody a chance to answer, right? Because I'm not
Yeah.
winning. I'm not winning.
Yeah. So none of the people on the panel can win.
Mhm.
And these pictures are strictly for the people that are in the chat. The folks that they're the only ones really, like everything else we do here, they're the only ones that really matter.
Man, friggin' Howie Z, man, you are right on it, bro. You are, dang, you're a smart cat.
The handle is so I can pull it out. All right.
We're back.
All right. I'm just saying.
BW Electronic, that's a great guess as well, brother. That's a great guess.
Hey, Chef Shade Tree said check your
Yeah, I was
messages
trying
out.
to respond. I was trying to respond back to him. I saw that.
What's with all the sex toys tonight, Robert? I just want to know why you're so fixated on my sexual life, Ted. Did the picture of me as a woman give you ideas? Eugene. Thanks, I think Ed. Ed has a man crush on. Who is? What the heck?
Ungrim.
Hold on.
That's something coming from my channel. Oh, you better shut that next one down.
Yeah, I'm doing it. Damn. There you go.
So spelled Grimute wrong.
Yeah,
Ted McDonald just thinks she reached in her nightstand and just started taking a whole bunch of pictures.
So
Lee, I own the 18-volt rigid version of this. I will say this. Now we
The
have
hell?
Russian porn bots back. I tried to block them.
You tell him
All it
hi.
gave me were nightmares. So
Say hi.
what you're saying is I ran through your dreams. Hold on, we got a kid. Everybody say hello.
Yeah, be nice. Hi, baby. Aww.
Ted,
Say hi.
this is a part of our program where we're nice because kids are on. Hi.
All right.
How are
Tell him
you?
bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Close the door.
Aw.
Close
All
the
right.
door. Bye-bye.
Who wants to tell us what this is?
Close the door.
Plane.
Mm-hmm.
It's a rasp.
Yeah, I was
Really?
gonna say it's not a plane.
Yeah, it's a rasp.
Really? Oh man, you know who said rasp?
Dale
Be-
Bishop.
BW's Electronics said it before him, didn't he?
Did he?
Look up. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's look real quick.
Planer. BW's Electronics said rasp.
Yep. He said rasp, and I said, dude, that's a great guess. He was right. I was going with Howie Z first.
Yes. No, absolutely a rasp here. And we're on slide 6, so that's the end of this one. So the next one, we'll do a group of 4 words, and then we'll finish up with 4 tools. And Howie said, Howie Z, I believe he said rasp as well. But this is one of the tools that I looked at, and I said, people are going to think it's one thing, and it's another. So, and just so you guys know, I love looking at old tools. So,
Ooh, my phone is on 1% battery.
plug it in.
Uh-oh.
Well, this thing's plugged in, so I might get this.
Howie Z invented that tool.
Well, Eugene says he said that rasp 15 minutes ago. I may have missed it, Eugene. I'm sorry. I didn't see it.
Yeah, Eugene, being first doesn't necessarily get you points. If you said rasp, give yourself a point. At the end of the night, I'll ask all you guys to be cool and just tell me who won and just be honest, because unfortunately I am not keeping track of the score. So I apologize to y'all. I miss when kids were still that age and weren't smarter than me. Don't we all?
Jeremy, man, dude, you ain't lying, man. I wish my girls could go back to small babies. Man, I miss them.
I will say this. My son, when he was real little, he and I were super tight. We were great. The older he got, the more I realized why some animals eat their young. That was meant to be funny. Don't everybody laugh at once. Shut up. Creative. Creative is the next word. Oh, Aziz even showed 15 minutes ago. I was joking. Oh, no worries, Eugene. Hey, buddy. We're good.
Yeah, no worries.
This is just meant to be fun, more than anything, to get the people that watch us to kind of exercise their brains and be part of the channel, because we really want you to be part of the channel. Robert's gone. Love looking at old tools. That's why you bring in Ed to look at an old tool. YouTube, phone died. No worries. Hey, Robert, just when it gets back up and running.
I'm telling you, tools, deals, and automobiles. I think he's got a crush on me, man. Next time I see Joe the tool guy, I'm gonna be like, bro, you ain't right. Showing me as a girl.
Shut up. Artistic. Oh, I like artistic. That's a great answer. Absolutely fantastic answer. Creative fixes, another great answer. I love that. Creative writing. BW and I, we're right there. A little butter on some extra salt. Ted, I love having you here. He's starting it now, everybody.
Wait
Robert
a
will be back.
minute.
What?
Hold on. Did I find tools and tools, deals, automobiles channel? Did I find your channel over here, man? Let's check out your channel.
It's Denny.
I don't have Denny. I'm not subscribed to Denny. I'm going to subscribe to him right now.
I'll throw it up.
No, I'm about to grab it. Here you go. I just grabbed it. I just subscribed to you. You got one more subscriber. There you go, bro. There you go. Punk.
Creative arts.
Calling me names.
I sent you a pic of the rasp. I gotta be honest. When that started, I thought it was gonna say something else. Since you were talking about juggling stuff earlier, I thought he was gonna send you a picture of something else.
Oh, don't be disgusting. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? That's
Punk. So, Antonio, you hear the word creative. What's the first thing that comes to mind?
Editing.
Oh, nice. Ed?
Creative Labs. I don't know if anybody knows who that is, but if you're a gamer.
Yeah, they make audio equipment.
Yep.
Thank you, Ed, for sharing Denny's channel. I appreciate it. If I was using my phone, I would not be spelling everything wrong and caped.
And caped.
Lee, you're super. I think of creative writing. So creative writing for me. So BW and I are on the same wavelength with that.
Yeah.
Wonder. Yeah, labs.
Yep. Somebody say labs? No?
Well, that was for the last one.
Oh, somebody said labs. Tools and tactics said labs. Okay. Yeah, creative labs. That's what I thought of it.
I'm just saying. Gail Godot. Wonder Bra. Wonder Woman, Wonder Bread.
Wow.
Denny, if you really want, I'll unsubscribe and resubscribe to your channel just so I can be like, hey, I subbed to you. No. Yes, he is still there with us. It's just he's not on camera because I think he was using his phone. Lust. Wanderlust.
Oh, what the heck? What is that?
It's a wanderlust, but wanderlust.
Never heard of such a thing.
When you walk around too much, I don't know. I Wonder Woman just comes naturally to me.
Yep.
Wonder Bra, Wonder Ball.
You would say ball.
It wasn't me. It was Jonathan Sherwood. You're the one juggling him, by the way.
I'm just doing it to impress you.
Wonder why. What the heck? Old Ford truck? Oh. All right. Old Wander. All right. But not Wonder. But okay. Check out Shameless Plug.
That's right. That's right. I got to do my shameless plug. I'm not coming on here for free, bro. You better advertise my channel, bro.
You know I don't care.
No, I know you don't care. Here comes Antonio's. Here, remember.
Tools and hey, your camera or your audio is not connected, dude. You gotta fix that before I can get you on. Antonio, Wonder
Years.
Ooh,
dang it!
Look at that. Check out ACM. There's his channel.
Beat me to it. I was gonna say Wonder Years as well. So. Wonder Years. I always remember that girl from Wonder Years.
Winnie Cooper.
God, Winnie Cooper when she got older, she got pretty. She got real pretty. I mean, she was always pretty. She was a pretty kid. When I was a kid, she was a kid. So it's okay to say, I guess. But when she got like right now like a mom and stuff, she's a great looking mom. Chill.
There's a modern version of that show now.
Oh no, I can't watch that. No.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
I can't watch it. No.
She's what? What is she doing now?
What the? Take that off, bro.
What?
That is disgusting. Take that off.
What's disgusting? I don't see anything wrong.
Take that thing off Chocagilla. Chocagilla's got to be gross all the time, man. Come on, man.
At least he's not talking about Ryobi.
It's the same thing. All right. So we're all done with Wonder.
Yeah. I like the
No.
dad from Wonder Years too. He was a really cool guy.
He's
I
dead
like
now.
that
isn't he?
actor. Yeah, he passed away. Very sad.
I wonder who wrote the Book of Love, the monotones. I don't know
Oh,
what that
thank you.
means.
Thank you, Jeremy. I really appreciate that. That's very kind of you. So don't forget, 7 out of 10 Tuesday Toolges on Edio Tech Guy channel at 8 p.m. CST. Give or take an hour. You're a punk, Jeremy. You are a punk.
Is he not accurate though?
Come on. Look. Doing live streams, it's kind of tough, right? Like, especially when, I want to be nice and support other people's live streams. It's really tough, to be on all these live streams, including your own. It's really tough. Oh, who's he asking?
You?
He wants me to do. Okay.
He wants you to do one as a girl.
I told you. I think he's interested. Yeah, I think
he
he's.
might.
Think he's
about it.
I think he. I think he's
Knowledge
too
equals
interested.
how is he?
I'm starting to think that Denny is jocking on Ed, to be honest.
He might be. He's got like 15 kids.
He wants the bet for the other team now. He wants to know what that's like.
He's like, I've been there, done that on the other side. Let me see what this side has to offer. Is the grass really greener on the backside? I make steak, bed, dump bed, and repo trucks. All right. Robert, where'd you go this time? California. Is that a truck? A semi?
Yeah, California. Little trucks. Yeah, it's little trucks on
The
there.
knowledge tree. I don't know
That's a
how
good one.
he's doing this, but check this out. Tools and Tactics on double duty right now.
How you figure that? Why? What do you do?
He actually has, so I can see the part that you guys can't see, and he has two things on. So hold on, let me remove this one. And then watch, look at this. So you saw me remove him. There he is. Knowledge experience, the knowledge tree, my night job, then I do my own work, education. I'm kind of surprised. I thought, as far as this word,
right now.
we can hear you. I thought, at least for this word, bro, if you see my girl, you would laugh. Does she look like Ed?
Why? Why would I laugh? I would never laugh at anybody's girl. That's not nice. Come on, I make fun of a lot of things on my show, but I don't make fun of people's girls. Be nice.
Yeah, some things you don't mess with.
Sure
another man's food, another man's wallet, and another man's woman.
That's right. I'll bet you she's gorgeous. You love her to death. And she's gonna get mad at you for you hitting on the old tech guy. Stop it. It's pretty gross.
It's for 500.
Dude, what the heck?
That's the perfect answer, Shaka. I just want you to know that is the perfect answer for knowledge. Isaac Newton. Facts. Knowledge is facts. Does she have gray facial hair like it? All right.
Be nice, Jeremy. That's not nice. Don't
Robert. Knowledge. Man, he just dropped some on us by leaving. Antonio, knowledge. Stephen Hawking.
Skill.
Skill. All right. Ed.
Knowledge is power.
Absolutely correct. That is exactly what I was thinking. Knowledge is power.
Mhm.
And as I was telling someone earlier, one of my favorite quotes contains the word knowledge, which is why this word made it here tonight. And that is knowledge makes a bloody entrance.
I don't know what's going on.
You made a bloody entrance.
Roll bat. Oh, roll bat. Sorry, I don't have the British skill.
Pip
It
pip
just
cheerio, mate.
Did you just say pip pip?
Pip pip cheerio, mate.
You've been
Would you
watching
like
too
a
much
cup of
South
tea?
Park.
You know what? I actually I couldn't watch a lot of TV when I was a kid, right? Because my mom thought there was like bad stuff on TV, but she did
And
let us watch. She did let us watch quite a bit of like public PBS, public television, and
PBS Kids.
yeah, that kind of stuff. But then at night, they had like the cool British shows. So they had this show called "Have You Been Served?" Oh my God, one of the best shows. Till this day, I was a little kid. I didn't get half the jokes. I watched it when I got a little older and then a little older, and I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe what I was hearing. Half the jokes on those British jokes were dirty, but they were hilarious. I love that show. Are you being served? Just perfect show.
I am I'm trying to figure out what Robert's doing. And he left. We're just going to go on to the last word of the night.
All I remember is Robert said he's giving me a drill. So, Robert, I want that drill. I just want to make a video with it. I'll send it back.
No worries. The last word of the night is freedom.
Ooh. Ooh.
Again,
Ooh.
not necessarily tool related, but
Ooh, you starting fires.
All right, we're back in. Finally.
yes,
Maybe.
you've been here the whole time. You just keep
Holy
taking
moly.
yourself out like a schmuck.
Hey, man, every time I try to do something, it's like, oh, let's leave. And
It's all right.
That
Infuriating.
big, giant, powerful computer sitting next to him. He's got to use his dang phone.
I don't know how do you, I guess I could log into StreamYard on my computer, couldn't I?
Yes, you can.
Do you have a camera? Do you have a camera from your computer?
As in
Yeah, I do.
In the words of Val Kilmer, that's the rumor.
Maybe we should do that.
Oh, jeez. Howie Z. Oh, my God.
Sabers. Freedom Convoy, USA. Freedom 55. Lee. I love that answer.
I don't say I'm old school because it sounds like the cool thing to say. I literally have no idea what I'm doing.
It's all right, dude.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Be those that trying to know what I'm talking about. Are you being served, Mr. Humphreys? Yes. Yes. One of my favorite shows. That and Benny Hill. Love Benny Hill. Oh, my God. I love Benny Hill.
Oh, dude. I grew up on Benny Hill.
I say next Sunday you do a stream where we rate each Benny Hill show.
I don't think we're allowed to use his content on YouTube. You get a strike against you.
You won't get a strike. You get a strike if you save it. You just have to privatize the video. You'll get a slap on the wrist.
Freedom, awesome power.
I'm ready to go on freedom if you want me. I got to go first on this one. Sorry.
Dude, go. Knock yourself out. Freedom.
Freedom is not free.
All right.
That's what I...
Antonio?
Freedom rings.
Freedom rings. Robert?
Going with sacrifice.
Nice. Lost. That's the word that came to mind when I saw freedom.
Yeah.
Lost. Those are our words for the evening, gentlemen. I enjoyed that part.
Howie sees as Benny was a perv and I loved him. And let me tell you, Howie, my mom would let us watch him because it was on PBS, so it wasn't bad, right? In her mind, it's like, it's PBS, it's okay. Anything that comes out on Channel 11 is not a problem. Just put it on, right? Channel 22, whatever your PBS channel is in your area. And she puts it on, and I mean, the stuff that would come there. Yeah, you had Sesame Street and all that stuff in the morning, but at night, you had cool stuff like Doctor Who.
I'm-
You had Are You Being Served? You had Benny Hill.
I'm just going to say this. Sesame Street is one of the most low-key communist shows on television ever. Talk about subversive education. You have never questioned the relationship between Bert and Ernie?
My phone's back at 1%. If it dies, I'm out of here. It's on a wireless charger right now.
All right. Well, we're doing the thing, the pictures here, and then we'll be done. So
That's
thing,
why
you
you
know
use
the
a
thing.
charger cable.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
so this mic is plugged in with USB-C into my deal.
You ever hear of an
Then
extension
get a
cord
splitter.
or a multi-plug? and you know,
The USB C splitter.
Hey, okay, let's try that. Hang on this. You can be here when I blow my phone up. Hang on a second.
all right. No, that's Barney and Friends, one of the most low-key. So take a look
this
at
was
this.
plugged into my light here. This is a plug straight into power.
Okay.
So this here is my microphone. One side of it is USB regular, and the other side is C. If I plug this in
Thanks
to
for being here, Dan.
is this going to explode?
Ooh, Dark Shadows was a fun show.
Yeah, that was a
I
great
guess we'll
show.
try.
Let's see.
Let's see.
Well,
Let's see.
I can't see because of the letters in front of you, but as long as it
Nope.
as long as all that
Eric
stuff
Geist.
accepts 5
Hey,
volts.
does that work? It tried to explode. It was like.
No, it's good. It's fine. We hear you.
No, it's unplugged. It tried to explode. It made exploding noises.
What the
Eric
heck?
Geist is absolutely correct. Watch Tools and Tactics video about tabcons.
Huh.
So I'm going to
Ooh.
say was very, very informative. And he was right.
Hey, I want some feedback on that video as much as possible.
All right. So we've got a new picture up here, everybody. I'm not seeing anybody answer as to what this is. This is an actual tool.
Yeah.
And it has a very specific function. So anybody have an idea of what this tool is? I know we're having a lot of fun in the chat here, but especially with Denny thinking about tampons. But take a look at this. It does have a small handle off to the side there. Good night, gentlemen. I don't know who Ted's talking to. There's only us here. And he's gone. Bye, Ted. Have a good one, Ted. Thanks for being here. We appreciate you, dude.
Later,
So,
Ted.
Peter the Rum says comb.
Now, how many of you on the panel, how many of you guys know what this is?
I don't. I'm stumped. I can't even make a guess.
No idea.
Ryobi made one.
Robert's arm in another life. I don't know.
It's actually only about 3 inches long.
That's what she said.
Oh,
That's what she said. Yeah. That's what that light was there for earlier.
The flashlight.
Yeah. Tractor key, 1932.
Dang.
That's a good guess.
Hey, I am stumped. You know what I'm thinking it is? I actually not too far away from Peter the Rum's comment. Comb for wires.
You think it's a good night, Ted?
No.
Oh.
Comb for wires, right? Like you put all the wires and you can comb them so you can lace them nice and clean. Because they used to use wax lace back then.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. I don't know, man. That's a trip, man. I've never seen such a thing. Oh, a gauge. I like that. A gauge, some type of gauge.
It looks like maybe that goes over a block of wood, and then you can. It's like a guide.
It goes in a vise.
It goes in a vise. Huh. Sharpening tool of some type?
It is iron. That particular one is iron.
Dang, dude. Yeah.
All right. Howie
that's a
Z
great
says
one.
he knows. Howie Z says he knows.
All right, Howie Z.
So Howie Z is your time to guess, or to tell us what it is.
Yeah, come on, Howie Z. You got.
Blacksmith tool. It is not a black. Well, it actually is a blacksmith tool of sorts.
Yeah, that's not. That doesn't narrow it down enough.
Yeah.
Stop
It
looking
is
at my
of
picture
sorts.
and guess correctly.
Nut wax.
Nut wax. There you go, bro.
It's a chain
There you go.
anvil.
There you go. There you go.
That's pretty close.
Buy some nut wax.
All right. Antonio, Robert, do you guys know what this is?
No.
No.
It's called a Thatcher.
Oh, of course,
Okay.
the Thatchers. I knew it.
I mean, is it related to Margaret?
No. So if you guys know what a dethatcher is.
Ah, dethatcher. So
Pun,
that
pun intended.
no pun intended. Huh.
See? So Howie Z, the man with the plan. Jonathan Sherwood. Yes. So that is exactly what it does.
We're going to try this out.
So what you would do is you would take pieces of chain on there, and you would either use it to shape the chain, which is not a very common usage for it, or untangle chain. And this particular one that I have in my hand is for jewelry chain. A Thatcher, yes. This is one of the ones I was like, I didn't think anybody would get it, so. Here's another one. This is another one I don't think anybody will get. And I will tell you this is another tool that I used frequently on my grandmother's farm. So there you go. I will tell you this. It was very common to have in some households in the 1930s, 40s, 50s. A chain coat button. Pedram, you were right then. The nutter.
No. With no nuts, you can't have no nut wax. You need the nutter. Dang it. What's wrong with you guys? The nutter.
I just want, like I said, what is that noise? Did somebody just take a dump?
I opened a can of tea.
Oh, okay. I'm like, that sounds like a flushing toilet over here. Now that Rob from Belts and Boxes are gone, we're a little more free. We're just letting it all hang out, right?
That's some type of blade in the middle.
Hey, don't question the magicness of this.
At least mute one of them.
Yeah, mute one of them. Mute your phone.
Oh, hang on. Oh, wait, we can't. Hang on. Yeah, I guess I do have to mute this one, actually. No, I'm already in this. I don't need this anymore. We're done with it. We're using this one.
Well, then close it. There you go.
I think. Let me mute one.
Yeah, you're no, you're good.
Shut up. I removed it.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, that works.
What? That's what pocket knife was for?
I can't hear you out of here.
Trigger for a nutting tool. No. D-nutter, nuts, Scott M. with nuts, cut off. You guys, man. We have a bunch of nut freaks out here.
They like the nut wax. Why do you guys think I talk about it on my channel? That's all these guys want to talk about.
It's a guillotine.
All right, I'm going to give them a little bit longer to think about it. Certainly a knife of some sort. A shredder.
Yeah, some type of knife there.
A hoof trimmer. That's a really good guess. It's not right, but it's a good guess. I'm going to explain this one because this is one of those, if you've never used it, you'll never guess what it is. For horses, it is not for horses.
Does it cut corn and the cobs in half?
No.
Oh.
I mean, it could. Hypothetically, it could. Bolted down for cutting something. Yes, it was bolted down for cutting something. For blocks of ice, possibly. You guys are really good at guessing what this is, but none of you are guessing right. But you're on the right-ish track. Is it Mexicoin?
Hey, bro, Mexicoin, the best investment that you can lose your money on.
Howie, you're good, dude. Chat, leave the nuts and balls alone. What did they ever do to you? A cabbage splitter. That's really good.
It's the tool that Robert's mom chases him around with every time he calls her a name.
Yeah, this is what my moil has. No, I'm just
split wood. Split wood with that.
No. As you can see, I am holding it in just 2 fingers.
You're holding it in 2 fingers. Oh.
That's my hand holding.
Well, yeah.
That
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Your hand. I mean, that might as well be like 3 drills size.
A chicken beheader. It is not a chicken beheader.
I would have thought that. That's a good one, Eric. That's a good one.
Yeah, softball team for kids. All right. Way to go, Denny. All right. So do any of you guys have an idea?
No, you just got to say it, bro. No, nobody knows what the heck that thing is.
That is a 1930 era fruit juicer.
That's a juicer?
Yeah, so what you would do is you would use the knife at the bottom to cut your fruit. And then you would put it between the 2 blocks of wood and press down. And then there's a channel for the juice to run out. And that's how you would juice it. That's how you would use fruit in the 1930s.
All right, I got two tools real quick. And they're bonus points. How about that? Whoever gets these wins, right? Like they have to.
Well, we still have 2 more to go.
You got 2 more to go. Wait.
Yeah, I've been letting people guess, dude. Look, here's the next one.
All right,
this one's easy. This one's super easy. Everybody should get this. Skinning rabbits. Damn.
That looks like a trans.
Can you still say that?
Like a transmission? What the heck?
Oh, transmission.
Yeah, Jonathan, I threw everybody off throwing in a juicer.
A juicer, yeah. Is that?
But I'm surprised Makita doesn't have one.
It's coming. It's coming. It's coming.
I'm sure it is.
It's going to be 80 volt.
It changes direction like a differential, though.
Yeah.
That thing looks like an 1800s core driller.
We already have a couple of.
It's a lathe. It's a lathe.
No, it's not a lathe.
It's not a lathe?
No.
What is going on? I can't tell with the foot right here.
The lathe has a table, dude.
Hold on here.
That's a that's a Spinema thing.
Spinema thing.
We've gotten 3 right answers so far. 4 right answers. It is a drill press, by the way, gentlemen.
Oh, drill press.
That is a drill press. So whoever said drill press, press drill, whatever, you're all right. Was it a bad picture of a juicer? No, it wasn't. Yeah, that is my foot.
Go back to that foot.
What?
He wants to play footsies with you.
Are those girl boots?
No, those are actually slip-on shoes, sir. But that's cute that you want to think of girl boots.
Oh, well, you just ruined the whole thing I had going on down here, so never mind.
I don't want to know what you got going on down there. Makita does have a coffee maker. Almost makes me want to trade in Milwaukee. No.
Listen, Jonathan Sherwood, you know what Makita also has? They have a kettle. They've got a beautiful kettle. You can make tea. You can make soup, your ramen when you're on the job site. You guys just don't know. You don't know.
Yeah, and we won't get it for another 10 years because it's only in England.
Oh, you can order. You can order it. You can order it. Like you can't.
Yeah, order it from eBay.
Yeah.
Then you'd be ordering a. Then you'd be ordering a Makita, and you'd have to get it delivered in a plain brown wrapper.
Hey, listen, it's great, man. Anything that fits those batteries, I'm down. I like it.
Drill though. Not a bear trap.
That looks like a small varmint trap.
Yeah, it's actually a squirrel trap. It's a
Small
squirrel trap.
varmint.
Yep.
Well, how is this a tool?
Dude.
It's a tool for trappers, so it's still a tool.
I think you're no. From now on, you got to do
Here.
like you got to stay in.
Anything that is an extension of your hand is a tool.
Yeah, this evolved to be the boot that the cops put on your car. There you go.
Yes, yeah.
That's a tool. That's a tool. All right.
All right.
So Ed, you said you had some bonus.
I got 3 bonus. How about 3? I got 3 bonus tools. Right?
Here,
you ready?
Solo layout.
All right. Take Jonathan Sherwood off. Who could tell me? Well, for the points, so that you guys can win. Who could tell me what this is?
Oh, I know that.
Can you turn it? Yeah. There you go.
Well, I don't want you to see the name of it. That'll give too much.
Well, turn it the other way.
Yeah.
Other way.
Nobody can even read the name. So.
Date night with Miss Husky.
Come on.
It's a tool for farmers.
Nope.
I do live in the Midwest. No, he's taught. They're taught. So they're
they're still
they're
they're behind. Got it. Yeah.
Wire puller.
Edge stripper.
I have a feeling one or two of the guys is gonna know what this is, but
any of the Sparkies would know.
Yeah, if you're a Sparky, you know. And if you don't know, then...
I like Jeremy's answer. It's a whatchamathingy.
Yeah, come on, guys.
A who's what's it? A deburring tool?
Nope.
I'm telling you now, Sparkies know what it is. Sparkies know what it is. Sparky wire tool.
Sparky wire tool. You want me to show the next tool so that they can guess on all 3, or you want to wait?
Feeler gauge.
That's a good guess, but it's not.
Yeah.
I could tell you. I could tell you work around mechanic stuff. That's not.
Yep.
That's not what this is.
It's a great tool, though.
Yeah, I still use it from time to time.
I haven't used one in a minute.
You know what it is?
A call for them. Yeah, it's not really a call for them in the solar industry.
Really?
Yeah.
You should. I mean, it makes things look really beautiful.
Yeah. It's just not wire puller type of thing. Robert, you want to tell them what it is?
I think that's a that's where you would like twist your pair of cables together. No. Come
on, focus.
Does it like so you can separate your wires when they're all tangled? Is it like a comb?
Not like a comb.
It does have the hook at the end there.
Yes, I don't know. The hook is specifically what makes it what it's going to be called here. When you guys find out what it's called, should just do like what the girls do, like that thing.
I don't know what that is.
I thought I did, but
is that a knife on the other end of it? Like
no,
on the
no, just a hook. It's got no sharpness to it.
It's an apple coring tool. No.
Look at that! I didn't have to go to a secondhand store or anything to stump you guys. Holy crap!
I thought it was a twister.
Does it work with tie wraps?
No, does not work with tie wraps.
I have no idea what that is.
I thought it was a twister.
It was before tie wraps. Before tie wraps.
Huh.
I'm right with Scott right here.
What's Scott saying?
Yeah, I thought it was wire twister.
Negative.
What is it?
It's a lacing needle. Lacing needle.
Really?
Look it up. Jordan JIC 287 lacing needle. This is you use wax thread.
Yep.
And you that's why I was expecting you to know it, Robert, because you take like 2-aught cable, and they use wax lace to lace it on track to keep it nice and neat and clean. But maybe in solar they're not probably bringing it like into those rooms and stuff like that. But if you want everything to look really nice, back in the day, before wire wraps became so,
we used wire grease, and I used a drill and some bicycles.
Wire grease and
Yeah.
what the
Yeah,
heck?
just to track it through to bring it in, and at that point, it's just simple plug and play.
No, I recognize the brand being the Jonard.
Yeah, if you kind of want to see what I'm talking about, like the work that I'm talking about. Oh, and you may even see the tool in action here. Hold on. Let's see. I'm going to share my screen real quick. And anything important there? No, let's see.
Oh, son of a bitch. Where'd he go?
What'd you do to him?
I didn't do anything.
Did he
He
pull
was
a
just
me?
there 1 second and gone.
He probably wasn't looking at his phone battery.
I'm watching, and I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah,
And then the next thing, he's gone.
he's
I'm
gone.
like, I'm expecting to get a thing for him to share his screen.
Nice. Me
There
too.
he is. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened.
I don't
You were
know.
there and gone.
Yeah, that was my fault. That was my fault. I think I hit the wrong button here. Share screen, share. And share screen, share. Bam. Okay. Oh, can you share it, bro? There you go. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. He's doing a Kansas City stitch.
Mm-hmm.
And look what he's got right there. He's using.
I see.
See, and that's how you pull the wax thread through those real tight cables. Now, this is an old school master here. You Sparkies on here should have known this. Like, this is what let's see if we can fast forward all his talking and show his sweet threading skills. Look at that. This is before wire wraps, tie wraps, Velcro was really big, and they still use this, by the way. You see him using the needle right there. He's grabbing the cord.
That's awesome.
Oh, I got you.
And the
Yeah,
way
never seen that. And
So
I've done a
there's-
lot of demo and buildings and stuff. I've never seen that.
So there's a bunch of stories that Sparkies talk about, right? That low voltage Sparkies that talk about, even though that's high voltage right there. There's a couple buildings that earthquakes were going to take down, or fires. They're actually burning down those buildings, and this wax lace held, because it was holding all this stuff together, held the buildings together so it didn't fall on the firemen. And you can't say that anymore today because all the Velcro and the zip ties, they all get burned up, and you know they're going to go away in a fire. But this wax lace was just unbelievably strong, and when he pulls it up tight like that, man, you gotta have some strength to do this. So, look at how easy he knows. Best place to see it is in hospitals. That's right. Hospitals is a good place to see it. You'll also see it in like COs, things like that. So
yeah,
let's see.
That's an incredible tool.
Yeah, it's cool, right? Cool. I still use it. All right.
So wire puller was pretty close.
Wire puller? No, that's a thread puller. Big difference. Not a wire puller. Now, how about, let's see, does this have the name on it?
Ed's pulling out some low tech or
low tech.
So. All right, hold on.
That?
Let me.
How about this, guys? Look at that, and you could even see where it's made. Yonkers, New York. Look at that. Let's see if you're gonna be able to see the gauge right there. Got the gauges right there.
So it's for low voltage.
Hold on, I'm gonna leave my guess in the chat.
I'd say wire stripper.
Yeah. Actually, no, that looks like it twists cables together, twisted pairs.
Come on, focus.
That doesn't. That's not a spring. You don't spin that, and then it starts spinning by itself. Oh, it talks. That's pretty cool.
It talks. Yeah, let's go. Oh, Howie Z! If you could see all the tools I have, you wouldn't believe it.
Look at this.
You suck. You suck.
All right, I missed it.
I left a comment that something to do with telephone repair.
Oh, right.
Got a lot of people saying it's a wire stripper.
Gosh, they're not wrong, but that's not the name. And I actually got to find the name. I can't, because I'll call it. I'm calling it a stripper as well. So I would say if you said stripper, you're right. But It is
Yay!
specifically,
But I don't get anything.
but it is specifically to strip certain wires that we work with, that we used to work with back in the day. I would say. I don't know. I don't know what you would
Oh
call
my
this.
God. Is that the T1 line?
Yes, for T1s. How did you know?
Oh, it's been a while.
This is for T1s. This strips and snips. So this is the exact. You put your gauge right here, your 24 gauge or whatever gauge you have right there, right? Whatever
Anyone can
telephone.
hear. Like this thing doesn't pick up any of that background noise.
No, we can
Yes,
hear
it
you.
does.
We can hear your child.
We can hear your child now.
You do the child. All right, I gotta get out of here anyway. So we'll
It's
catch you
okay.
guys later.
All right.
So if you've got 24 gauge right there, you see
Bye.
that? I know it's backwards. 24 gauge, 22 gauge. You put it
So-
in there, and it strips it, and you cut it right here at this point.
Mhm.
You cut it, and that is that stripped part right there. That amount that it's going to strip is the perfect length that you need to wire wrap into a panel, and you wire wrap it. So that's cool. That last one. Ready?
All right. Always. This guy got a jaw that comes down in the front. Oh, I see. Okay. And I'm going to answer with something to do with telephone repair.
Something to do with telephone repair.
Every time Ed shows a tool, that's my guess. Something to do with telephone repair.
That's not all I do, by the way. And look where it's made. Look at that.
I know.
All you guys that love them tools. Look at that. Made in the USA. Look at that. And it's got a real weird thing at there at the end. You see that? Look at that. Like a knife.
Mhm.
Look at that.
It's
I like
Ed's
that.
seatbelt cutter.
It's seatbelt cutter.
Knife
sharpener. I
seatbelt
like that. I like that. Knife
Oh,
sharpener.
and
seatbelt
here I was
cutter.
thinking that it was the plastic remover for the wire. Not a stripper though.
Knife sharpener.
Strippers are more fun. Strippers are more fun.
Strippers are more fun. Okay, you can take me off big screen now. I've shown it.
All right. Here we go. Lots of people saying a knife sharpener. I think you stumped the band tonight. Damn.
I got crazier tools. I got to bring them out. Next time we play this game, I'm going to bring me some tools out.
Well, next Sunday we're going to be off because I'm watching the doggone Super Bowl, and I don't figure I'll be sitting here alone.
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear we're going to be off next week because I actually have to do some construction work. I'll probably do it while watching the game. I should have gone today, but I had a side job. I may have a side job next week too. Dang. All right. It is actually the same. It does the same thing as the other one. It is a stripper. It strips the same cable, but only a specific gauge. Only one gauge is stripped there, and that's it. This doesn't really do anything. It just guards your hand. That's all it does.
Is it?
What?
I'm just trying to guess at the size of the gauge. It's got to be a relatively.
I think it's pretty forgiving. I think you could get away with a 22 gauge or 24 gauge. On there, you see the plus and minus there.
Yeah.
And you would think it would cut, right? But you can't cut with that.
Yeah.
There you go.
Supporting strippers is supporting future doctors and single moms. Oh, Jeremy.
Oh, you guys are something else, man. You guys are something else.
You all kill me. So, I have no idea who won. Tell me, you guys, who won tonight. What's your score for the evening? If you didn't keep score, you didn't win. I will say that. Hopefully the Llama and D-Tran will be on next week to at least keep score themselves, or I need
you mean the week after?
Or yeah, the week after. So the next time we're on. So otherwise I'll need somebody that can keep score for me because I can't. There we go. Take off the hat. It was bothering me. Support the United States in the Olympics Games. Knife sharpener for pizza cutters.
Oh man, they're still guessing, huh? No.
22 gauge. That's exactly where I was thinking. But
Yeah, I'd say a 22 gauge is right.
so Dale Bishop said he missed 2. BW's Electronics said he missed 2. Yeah, I don't know. I could go back and watch the live stream and tell y'all, but I'm just not that dedicated.
I would
At
say
least I'm honest about it.
I would say Howie Z missed 1, maybe 2. I think he may have missed 1. Let's see here. Who else was pretty close?
Well, Howie Z is one before.
Well, Howie Z was close though.
Yeah.
I would give him. I would say he's close. I don't know who else. I wasn't keeping score.
Yeah, I can't and keep up with the chat and do all that stuff. It's just I can't keep score. You all tell me who won. That'll make it easy.
Yeah, everybody everybody vote in the comments who won. Put it in there and don't be so quick to vote for yourself if you know you didn't win. Just go ahead. Come on, put it in the comments. Say who won. So that we get consensus. And whoever wins of people voting for them, that's who we're going to say it is.
Jonathan, Howie wins. Eugene is a close second. Everyone else can go home, including me. William, I didn't even know you were here, dude. If I missed your comment or I missed you coming in, I apologize to you. I didn't see you in the comments, so I have no idea who won. That's what I will say. I'll go back and watch the live stream and try. Dena Tools won tonight.
Okay.
Taka, that hurts my soul. Dale Jonathan. This is like Gilligan's Island, 3-hour tour. Jonathan Sherwood. All right. So we've got 2 votes for Jonathan, a vote for Dale, and Dale votes for himself. My first night on the job. Well, I appreciate it. Give it to Jonathan. Ouch. I know. How dare he? After I share so many things in common with him, like my hatred for Makita and Ryobi. We are all winners tonight.
Hating on great Makita.
There you go. I got a ton of stuff to send to Dale, so Jonathan won. There we go. Jonathan, you won tonight. Congratulations, buddy. And with that, have a good one.